Alright, welcome back to Castelgard Studios, and we're going to play some Warhammer today. Got my friend Kade here, and we're going to do something a little different today. He's very eager to show me how the Silent King should be done, because I'm struggling to do anything with him. I try and kill a chaplain within 2 turns and still can't do it, so hopefully Kade can show me how it's done.
I'll show him.
So he's borrowing a lot of my Necron models today, and we're fielding the Silent King here. And I get to pilot some Raven Guard today. This is going to be a first for me. I've played Space Marines before, but that was before Primaris came out, so this is going to be pretty new for me, but I'm pretty excited. All right, do we have a video for our folks today, Rick?
Yeah, we certainly do. We got everything available.
Ooh.
So let's go ahead and kick her off, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. So we're doing the Silent King list. I'm sorry, we're having a whole bunch of production issues all of a sudden. The volume wasn't kicking in. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. The video that I had set up for you guys, it for whatever reason blanked out, and all of a sudden we're having audio problems too. So, I think I got the audio portion of it figured out. We're gonna go ahead and start playing the. We're talking about army lists here, so Cade's going to work off what we have so far, and you guys will be able to see all the models in the army via the army list as he goes through, and I'll just talk about them, or I'll post the videos for it, so sorry about that.
Yes. So in case you missed it, I started with the Silent King. He's my warlord. He's giving me 6 CP, and accounting for the refund, and I'm here to show Mars how he's meant to be played. Then I am running a Illuminor Secondaries because I want to see what he could do. He can buff some warriors up, and I'm curious how that'll work out. It seems like a pretty.
You can buff the death marks too. They're core.
Oh, things will happen. Things will happen throughout the game where I can buff many units, and I will figure out that order as I go. But yeah, so he's just there to be buffing units in interesting ways. I like buffs that last throughout the game. Bile is another character that can do it. So it's definitely an interesting character to play around. And then I'm running a Lord with my relic, which is the Veil of Darkness. He has a Resurrection Orb and a Staff of Light. I forgot to mention it, but the dynasty I'm playing today is Mefrit, because I want the extra range and I want the extra AP. Just,
Should be pretty good against me.
yeah, I pretty much just want to take advantage of the fact that I'm bringing a Silent King, so shooting is something I want to do very strongly, and I just need to show Mars how it's done. Then I'm running a unit of Immortals with the extra costed Tesla carbines. I want to see how they work, and Mefrit, I think, is the army you want to run them in.
So they're gonna be free pretty soon here, but unfortunately for Kade here, he's paying 2 points per model right now.
I mean, it's fine. Yeah. Like at best, I could have got like an Overlord or something, but I should be fine. Then I am running 2 units of 20 Necron warriors with the gauze flares, so that I get the extra range. So I got 27-inch range rapid fire weapons with, I believe it's base AP1.
Base AP1, yep.
Yep. So hopefully to just throw all the Necron shooting across the table as far as I can to try to compete against Space Marine ranges. But they're just big blobs. Hopefully they last. I'm going to be rolling lots of reanimators, I would assume, at some point. But I'm curious to see how 20 do when I'm using them. Then I have a 10-man squad of Death Marks. They shoot characters. They hit on 2s. They're pretty mean. They're definitely buff compared to what they used to be.
They're now true snipers rather than having these weird like sniper bolters.
Yep, and like the strength 5 AP, is it AP1 or AP?
AP2 base
AP?
on them.
Yeah.
So in Mefrit it's going to be AP3 and
that is pretty good.
AP3 at half range is pretty mean, and it'd be 18.5 at half range for because it'll bring them up to 39-inch range, and then half that it'd be 19 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long
that's
half
pretty
range.
Good. And then I'm bringing 2 Doom Scythes because one's not enough, and you got to have all of the croissants in the air. And I needed some more anti-tank. The King is good, but only 2 shots can do so much. Yep. So those are going to fly around the board and be the croissants of doom. Yeah. But yeah, that's the list. It's pretty simple, but it's everything's meant to be as effective as I can get it.
You just brought a bunch of friends today.
Yep.
All right. Did you want to go over your warlord traits?
Warlord trait. It's the Silent King's one, which allows me to grab a protocol. That I'm not, or is it the other way around? Is that just one of his abilities?
So his warlord trait, he has to take the charge will. So instead of assigning a protocol to each of 5 turns, you take 4, and you can use one of them twice.
Okay, so yeah, that's.
And then he has an ability where you can take one of the 2 that you don't use and swap it in.
Yep, I'm just mixing them up. So.
Yep.
Yeah, no, he's just lets me be in control of the protocols when I need them.
He's your warlord. You have
and then
15 CP.
15 CP.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Silent King gives you 3, and he pays for the detachment you run with him. So.
All right, I believe that rounds up Kade.
That is
so
my
over
list.
to me. I'm playing the Raven Guard today. Sneaky. So I have a captain in Phobos armor who has the Fire warlord trait. So he's got an aura of core units within 6 inches. And get an extra AP on a wound roll of 6. And I also gave him the relic where I can increase all of his auras by 3 inches. So that also infect his rerolls to hit, because I did make him a chapter master. So he gives full rerolls to hit.
He picks 1 unit to get.
He picks 1 unit to get
okay. Everyone gets 9-inch aura of reroll 1s, but you pick 1 unit within 6.
Okay.
Because that's not.
I'll have to look that up, but yeah. So it should affect his aura of reroll 1s at least. But yeah, I'll check that out. Kind of the first time piloting the Raven card today. I've played Space Marines in the past, but never Primaris, because they weren't a thing when I played.
And 9th edition, so that's probably where the disconnect between the chapter master goes.
Yep.
So.
So he's also got his Master Stalker Bolter, whatever the sniper one is.
Yeah.
He can use Lookout Sir with his Mastercrafted bolt rifle there, and I have a Primaris Lieutenant, just for some simple reroll ones to wound. He's bare bones and Phobos armor, I believe. And then I have an Apothecary, Primaris Apothecary. I don't believe I gave him anything special. I upgraded him to a Chief Apothecary, so he can heal units better and bring them back from the dead. That whole good stuff. Apothecaries are great. Then I have a... I don't believe I gave him anything special. No.
Just
No relics or anything.
Okay, just checking.
Just a Chief Apothecary. Then I took a Vindicare Assassin, because, I'm playing Raven Guard, so I just need more snipers. I just wanted a bunch of snipers. It's good. It's good to have that whole one-shot, one-kill mentality, and I really want to try that on the board. And then for my final HQ, character, I should say, I had the Primaris Ancient, and then I gave him the standard of the chapter, I believe. I'm probably.
Standard of the Emperor Ascendant or something.
Yep. So that increases his range to 9 inches instead of 6. So you get that banner standard ability where if I lose a model on a 4+, they get fire. So that's really good. Moving into troops, I took 2 units of the Incursors. I got them on the flanks here. Just a little simple 5-man units. I didn't pay for their Haywire mines. Didn't really find the points for it. Probably should have, but we'll see how it goes.
I put the Infiltrator video in there on accident. I forgot you took.
Well, they're the same. As far as I can tell, they're the same model.
I know. I just had the label as.
Their rifle's a little different. I think that's it.
Yeah.
They're the same model.
That was my bad.
Yep. Not a big deal. And then I have a big unit of 10 Intercessors sitting in the middle there. And, those are my troops. And then I got combat squatted my Reavers into 2 5-man groups there. They're just bare bones. I didn't even give them grab shoots or anything. They're just some melee Marines on the Jeep out there. I have a unit of...
Reavers, you said?
Yep, Reavers.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're
You're jumping all over the list, so I'm trying to figure out, like...
Oh, yeah.
Each video I'm playing is...
Well, I mean, I'm just taking bare bones stuff here, so...
Yep.
I'm just kind of moving real fast.
Right.
I got the Eliminators up on top there. They just have their sniper bolt rifles. So that's the one where you have like 3 profiles to pick from. I'm gonna have to.
Okay, just to clarify, you're Caesarican Dynasty?
No,
Mefrit.
he's Mefrit.
Mefrit. Yep. So the king's taken to the Supreme Command then, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he has to be.
He has to be. Well, he doesn't have to be.
Because he's the Lord of War.
Yeah.
I suppose you can take him in what, an auxiliary?
Super heavy
It's
auxiliary.
super heavy
Why would you?
You don't.
You don't. It's like shooting yourself in the foot.
Hey,
But,
you don't want the free 3 CP. You want to lose 6 instead.
You don't want to lose 6 instead, right? So I got the Eliminators. I'm going to have to learn their profiles because they have 3 profiles to choose from.
Yep.
And then I got 2 big units of Hellblasters. One's got the heavy Hellblasters. So they're heavy one-shot, but they reach out really far and have higher strength and damage. And then the other unit has the Assault ones. They're a little shorter range, a little weaker strength, but they get Assault 3. And the heavy Hellblasters, just because I had 5 points, I gave them a Platinum Pistol on the Sergeant.
Yep.
I got 2 units of Scouts with sniper rifles. One of them has a missile launcher in it, and I think that actually rounds out my list. Let me peek. Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, you got it all. I got
think I
everything.
got it all.
I got everything logged down here. I had to go back through and revamp a little bit, but
All
yeah,
right.
we're good.
So yeah, I'm playing the Raven Guard. I used 1 CP on an extra relic, and otherwise I'm just keeping that at a battalion.
All right, so just to clarify, what does our CPs look like total?
So I have 11,
I'm
and
at
Kade has
15.
15.
So 11 for the Raven Guard. I'll go ahead
That's
and make
a
that
lot,
adjustment.
Raven Guard.
So I acknowledge that I could easily just dump a lot of CP into extra warlord traits and relics, like I know Rick likes to do. He likes to start the game at 5 CP, which to me is a nightmare.
Hey, Marines love their relics.
Yeah.
They do.
You said you got how much, Kade? 15?
15.
Yep.
Oof, gross.
Yeah.
Because he took a battalion, and then the king refunds that, and then gives him
Gives
3
3
on
on
top.
top of it, yeah. That's disgusting.
All right. I think.
Hang on, I'm just doing the overhead adjustment as well,
Yeah, no problem.
and then we should be good to go. I actually did redo that video. I'm finishing with the production on it right now, so that way people can see that, and we'll go ahead and play that prior to
Prior to the game
video
starting.
here,
Yeah.
so let's go ahead and get into, since we're waiting here, let's go ahead and get into secondaries. You guys can talk about those while
Yeah.
I am finishing everything up. So before we do that, I'm going to talk about the mission. So our mission is Sweep and Clear. This is a mission from the Grand Tournament 2020 Strike Force mission pack. We have not gotten the new book yet, so probably starting next week we will be playing from the new book. But until we get that pre-order in, we're still using the old one. So Sweep and Clear is a pretty fluffy, awesome mission. Has mission rules objective cleared, so if you do control an objective marker at the end of your command phase, it remains under your control.
One in there.
Let me go ahead and put that up for you guys while you're thinking around there. All right, so you want to show us where the 5 objectives are?
Yep. So one under the Immortals right over here.
Yep.
One right in front of the crates over there. One in the middle of this scaffolding here.
Yep, and that's actually on the
One.
ground floor, but we
Yep.
got it marked
I have
above.
2, so I
Yep.
have it marked above.
Got
and
one in
below.
front of the pipes here, and
Yep.
then there's one in that building over there. It's kind of
Hiding under
over in the corner behind that statue.
Sure, okay. So that's our 5 objectives. This mission allows you to control an objective, and then you can move away from the objective, and you still control it until your opponent takes it over. So that's the nice thing about objective cleared. This is a take and hold mission for control 1, control 2, and control more than your opponent for your primaries. Your secondary is direct assault, which gives you 3 victory points at the end of if you control either objective marker in the center of the battlefield or the objective in your opponent's deployment zone at the end of your turn, you get 5. So if you hold both. So neither one of you took that for the neither one of you guys took that for the mission. But Kade, let's go ahead and do your secondaries first. Whoops, I must have these backwards. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. So Kade, you had While We Stand We Fight, Assassinate, and then Purge the Vermin. You want to tell us why we took those?
Yeah, so while we stand, I have 3 units that I don't want to die, so I might as well do my best to keep them alive and get points for it. 20 warriors and the Silent King. I'm going to make it as hard as I can to kill him, hopefully. He has one scary unit that might actually be able to clear at least one of them, so that's a bit scary, but we'll see how that goes. Then Purge the Vermin. It's anti-engage on all fronts. I might be able to do it. I should at least secure 2 points a turn for having a corner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you can't score it on your first turn,
Yeah.
but otherwise just holding one
mhm.
one table corner throughout the game will get you 8 points.
Yep.
It's pretty easy.
Yep. That's not too bad. Then my last one was Assassinate. I can score 15 points on it, so I figured why not. I have some flyers, so I have some flyers, I have some snipers, I have some giant cannons that can do 6 damage flat, so we'll see if I can actually kill them. If not, oh well, it has potential to get me points, and that's kind of why I took it.
Alright, switching over to Mars, we have While We Stand We Fight, Engage on All Fronts, and Raise the Banners. While We Stand is quite popular today.
Yep.
Mars, you want to tell us why you took those?
Yeah, well, I have to kill all your warriors and your Silent King for your While We Stand.
Yep.
Okay. So for my While We Stand, I have the Intercessors and the 2 Hellblaster units. I took that today just because that's a lot of wounds you're going to have to dig through, and you're going to have to kill 30 models with 2 wounds apiece to really deny me all of those. I'm going to see if you're going to be able to do that today, but hopefully, I can keep those units at least, a couple men in each and last until the end of the game. And then I also took Engage on All Fronts. I'm going to try and spread out, try and encircle them a little bit. That was partially because of the mission as well, and kind of how the Raven Guard operate. I felt like I can really control the board a lot better than he can, so I was going to try and utilize that. That's also why I took Raise the Banners. I'm going to try and get a few points early on and especially because of the mission. Well, I think Raise the Banners doesn't care about that anyway, but you hold the objective even if you're not next to it until the enemy comes to it.
Yeah.
So I believe I can snag a few points that way. I don't expect to max Raise the Banners, but nothing else was looking very good.
It's a good
in the
one to pick,
situation.
because especially with you being able to deploy right on objectives,
Yeah.
you can take advantage of that.
Yeah, he doesn't have a psyker. I don't have a psyker, so
Yeah.
I can't do warpcraft or anything like that.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes for me today. I'm never very confident about secondaries.
Quite tasty. It should be quite an
Yeah.
interesting game, given the secondaries. we
Hey,
have
at
for
least you
mission.
don't have to worry about not getting 10 points for the point scrambler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spoil Scramblers. I think I've done that once to my record. I've taken it multiple times. I've done it once.
When I was talking with Mars about his secondaries, that's one of the things that he considered again.
Yeah.
It's like he kept changing his mind and what he wanted to do, and he's like, "Well, final answer. Let's just go with what I originally stated." Like,
Yeah, I
let's not
picked
do
3
deploy
and then found out I couldn't do that legally. I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
Darn it. Yeah.
Swear jar.
Swear jar.
All right.
Eventually we'll be able to afford more stuff if we keep throwing money in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we have our
Excellent.
mission. We have our secondaries all sorted out. We're going to be getting into the video here.
And cover.
You get my one.
Wait, no,
All
shoot.
right, fellas.
Other
we
way
are
around.
back. We have.
I don't remember.
Hopefully
Yeah.
that video worked out for everybody. The guys are discussing here the chapter tactics and all that. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember Ravengard.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and kick into the game here. I think before everything happens, we need a bit of a roll off, don't we?
Yeah.
And if you guys saw that video and everything sounded okay, please let me know. I appreciate it. I did adjust it, so hopefully everything played well. It looked good on this end, but I couldn't tell for sure. So. All right, we got to roll. Who wants to go first?
I think we both want to go first.
Mars wants to go first. I'm fine either way because of how I
think
deployed,
I'm fine either way, too.
but
I'm not too
I'm
scared
set
to
up to go either.
I'd be curious. Let's see how it goes.
One.
Twice. I'll go first because I don't get a choice
All right.
anymore.
Necrons Turn One.
Okay.
All right, Kade. So go ahead and take us away here.
So yeah, started
Up to
16 CP. Command phase. I get 2 My Will Be Dones because the Lord and he only has 1.
The Lord has the Lord's Will, so he selects a core unit and it gets to reroll.
Oh, that was the reroll one. So yes. So I get 1 My Will Be Done and 1 reroll 1. So I will choose.
Well, the king gives 2 My Will Be Done.
Oh, so he does get 2. That's what I couldn't see. So I thought it was only 1. So that's
and then
perfect.
The Lord gives reroll 1.
Yes. So I will give Death Marks and the 20-man unit that's
Go back
behind
to
cover right now.
Okay,
Mine
so
will be
right.
done.
Okay.
And I'll give the front squad the
reroll
reroll ones.
Sure.
And then my command I chose for turn 1 is the Protocol of the Sudden Storm. And I'm going to choose Directive 1, +1 movement. So I currently have, with all my units, +2 movement with my Lord.
Provided they start their movement.
They all are within 6 inches.
And yes, that should be a row.
Yes. Yeah. No, I'm measuring.
Just making sure everyone has command protocols, because some couple things don't.
Yes. So I'm going to start with my
16 CP.
Got my 16 CP, and I'm going to move my...
Quite tasty. All right, so Cade's going to kick it in his movement phase here. We're going to go and switch over to that overhead while he's doing that. How are we doing, chat? Appreciate your guys' patience for that.
And then I'm going to fly over here with this guy.
All right. So we got some things to talk about today, don't we?
Fly over here with this
Marv's
guy.
looking at his stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Questions?
Well, I'm looking for the chapter tactic.
Your chapter tactic gives you. They updated it. It's an update in the FAQ for it.
It's in the FAQ.
So now it's the Space Marine Codex has it as well. You can find it there. I can get it for you real quick.
But it's been FAQ'd, so it's different.
Well, it was FAQ'd from this, and now it's in the actual
It's in the actual
rule book. Yeah, in their codex. There we go, right there. Raven Guard Shadow Masters. That was fun.
So yeah, it's the light cover at 18. It's the.
Yep. It's
the
light cover
-1
at 18.
12.
It's light cover at 18 out in the open.
Yeah, out in the open.
And then at 12, if you're touching a terrain feature, you get -1 to hit.
Okay.
You'll still get your cover since you're in light cover.
On or within a terrain feature.
Yeah, any terrain feature. Doesn't even have to be covered necessarily. So anyway, while Cade's doing his movement here, so we got some upcoming stuff. We are doing the Eldari game next Tuesday. We actually were going to wait until next Tuesday to do this game, but things kind of the stars all aligned pretty perfectly, and we were able to get the game in today.
Yep.
So we figured we'd do that, so that way we could do our tournament's going to be coming up in a couple weeks here, and the sooner we can get to getting into that, the better. So.
Do you know how far he moves?
Who's he?
Zara's, yeah.
Zara's 8 inches.
8 inches. Okay.
Necron Codex is up there. Yep. So anyway, like I said, we're going to be doing the Eldari game next Tuesday, and then the following Saturday.
That is enough for
There wasn't anything planned in between, guys. There wasn't anything planned in between the Eldari game right after that, in the tournament. I think it was just the Eldari game and then the tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unless we wanted to do the Space Marines data sheet.
Well, we're going to do that too, but that'll probably be a different day. We'll work and figure that out. So there won't be a game this Saturday, just so you guys are aware, but there will be a game the following Tuesday from now, and then that same Saturday as well, we'll be doing one. So trying to put out as much content as we possibly can. Good stuff. Mars having fun mumbling through his book.
At the end of the movie phase, you all go to.
Yep.
All right. So another thing we got coming up here, Bellicor got his new points costs.
No points now.
360 seems
About right.
pretty reasonable.
Yeah. Well, when you take a look at all his stuff that they've shown so far, there's 3 things that are still missing on his data sheet yet, and one of them is like what he's going to do for his army. So that'll be kind of real interesting to find out whether or not they actually get the demon rerolls.
I'm assuming it's demons get rerolls, because why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what he has now. All demons get reroll ones, but all. That's kind of how.
Maybe he'll become a chapter master and he'll pick demons to get reroll everything.
And I have 39 inches, so I'm in range as long as I'm up here.
Well, we know. All right, so we're gonna have him on the channel here very, very soon.
As soon as we can.
Potentially even the tournament as one of the armies. We're just waiting on that book to come out for him. So I have the paint job already started with him, so it's only a matter of sitting down for a night and getting them all knocked out. So yeah, it'll be fun to see him on the channel, and then we have a couple of other things we're going to be mulling through here as well. So the tournament's coming up, and we're planning in 2 weeks here. So it'll be 6 armies in total, spread between 3 players: Mars, myself, and Kade. And it'll be basically winner takes
he's
all
gonna be
for the tournament.
in reroll range, so I get rerolls with this unit for turn 1.
Reroll range.
6-inch reroll
Got a
range.
problem?
Oh, yeah.
All for movement.
Oh wait, no, that unit already has rerolls, so I don't have to be.
Reroll ones, yeah.
So did you guys determine?
But they'll be able to reroll their twos if they're natural.
Did you guys determine which armies you guys are going to be playing for the tournament?
So, obviously I'm going to play Necrons.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to really bust out some painting, I think.
Yeah, sure.
But, yeah, I'm going to be Necrons. And I might just end up running your Raven Guard. I'm very intrigued by the whole, like, tactical gameplay of the Raven Guard. When I did play my Blood Ravens way back in, like, 5th edition,
Yeah.
I was very tactical in my gameplay. Like I took snipers and I used rhinos as like mobile shields, and I tried to play a very tactical game with them and really play like the Codex Astartes wants you to.
Right.
Rather than just I'm just gonna take all these superpowered soldiers and walk over you.
Yeah.
So
we
I
got.
definitely like that.
Well, that gives us 2 armies. Kate, have you determined anything yet in terms of what you're
I need to see what I get access to, really.
Yeah. Basically, I have a couple armies in mind that I'm probably going to end up playing, but it comes down to what Kane's going to do, because I'm basically just.
You're gonna counter? No, I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
It's because I'm assuming that you guys are probably going to want to play armies in the list of stuff I have that I'm interested in playing. So I'll let you guys determine what 2 armies you're going to play first, and then I'll pick mine.
Well,
we were talking
Space Wolves and Tyranids?
Yeah, we were talking last week, and one of the things that I had considered is we're going to be getting Space Wolves on the channel here very soon, and then the Tyranids on the channel as well. So, Kade and I were talking about potentially doing a Orcs versus Tyranids game before they do debut on the channel.
I might just keep them back here for now.
But Kade is still working on his Orcs, so that might end up being...
no, I haven't. I should have taken advantage of my movement speed.
I talked to Hank Hill, and
I'm gonna advance that unit, though.
recommended that we could probably get him on the channel at some point. And he's like, yeah, sure, you just let me know.
Did you just roll something?
Advance.
You rolled a 3.
I left it in there.
For an advance?
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, and was there an army in particular he was, interested in trying out?
No,
or?
I can...
I know Hank actually has quite a few armies to choose from. So
yeah, I can message him later today and ask what armies he's got, and then
well, we're definitely going to be, as soon as the tournament's done, we're definitely getting a lot more guys on the channel in terms of bringing people in here, and it's primarily we would have done it sooner, but because of the fact that COVID's been going around, it's just we kind of wanted to limit our group to how many people we had there.
That's definitely what I'll ask Fire. What armies he got, how his feelings are with the pandemic. Some guys are still wearing masks.
Yeah. Well, their club's working around it pretty well. So.
Yeah. So and then the kind of a time frame, because we'll start doing like guest appearances after the tournament, I imagine. It'll be a little bit.
Yeah. So it'll be a couple of weeks because we have the tournament.
Hopefully by that time.
That'll be like. Since it's a tournament, we're probably going to be doing like 2 games a week until the tournament's done, and then when that's done, then we'll be moving back to our probably 1 day a week, and then filling where we can. But that way we can get more content on the channel, and I think a lot of people would prefer to be able to have more games games to see, as opposed to one a week or one every other week. So, but yeah, we got quite a few good things coming up here pretty soon. Biggest thing being the tournament, and then
I do believe I have to spend that
the
right
2 new
away.
armies.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use the Stranglehold stratagem. I believe that was before the first turn started.
Oh, is that the one for whatever we spend CP?
Yep.
Okay, so that's what, 2 CP?
Mine's 2 CP. Yep, I dropped down to 9.
Okay, so he's using Stranglehold, and what that does is allows anytime Kade goes to spend his CP.
What army is this from?
Raven Guard.
Trying to tax me?
So anytime Kade spends CP, it's going to force him to roll. Was it? I think you got to roll on a 4 plus.
He has to spend an extra CP.
Is it 5 plus?
The
Okay.
ability will fail, and he can't use it again that phase.
Right.
27 inches of Tesla?
With Mephrit, yes. The extra 3.
I had the opportunity to use infiltrators as well, but I think it's pretty late for that. So I don't know that I need it too much anyway.
Well, the further away you start too, when he's going first, probably the better. So the only thing you really would have wanted to use it for is if you wanted to
When can you decide to
shuffle
use
units.
infiltrators? Is it after you know who?
It's
Yeah,
it's before the start of the game, it's at the start of the game before the first turn begins. So it's just like a Vanguard move essentially.
Okay. So I could see if he's going first and then do it.
Essentially, yes.
All right. Very good stratagem for only 1 CP.
Right. And it's reusable too, which is what makes it so good.
Yeah, because it's before the first battle round begins, so it's not in the phase.
Well, and a lot of those stratagems now are saying like you can only do it once per game or something like that, and this is one that doesn't have that. So
Yeah, it doesn't have it.
it's definitely a good one.
But it's 1 CP per unit, and when you're using it on like 5,
It can add up fast.
Yeah. You can add up fast. Yeah. So, that's pretty balanced, I feel.
Yeah, I think it's a great stratagem, and it's definitely well balanced for
You
sure.
still have to stay like 9 away from their deployment zone, so you can like first turn charge if you want.
Yep. Well, and then we got they have that deep strike stratagem too, which is really nice. So a lot of Raven Guard players, I'm sure they utilize that, but they did limit it so you can't use it on certain like Master of Ambush. You can't use like Centurions before was one of the things people used to do, and they just limited it so you can put them in deep strike for a turn and then bring them down the next turn for the same cost. So it allows you to kind of redeploy and I guess reorganize your army the best way you whatever works best for the army.
Yes, the back unit. The back unit looped around in advance.
All right, so they have the +1 to hit, and then they have the reroll ones.
Yeah. Okay. And I wasn't originally planning on advancing them, but it just turned out to be the better call, I think, because I'm in. You can eventually grab that next turn, so that's probably the goal. But yeah, so now I'm going to roll for my buffing my
augmentation.
Augmentation.
From Xerath onto.
I'm going to choose this unit of warriors. The unit with the rerolls.
Hold up a second. You want to point out that unit again?
Yeah. So Xerath is here. He's going to target this unit right here.
Okay.
So
A random
roll the 1.
Is that the strength? Or is that what's this go?
Yeah. That's not
1 is add 1 to the strength.
Yep. It's the middle one that's toughness, and then the last one.
Yep.
So they are now base strength 5. They punch harder.
Yep, not the best one. I was hoping for the other 2.
Yeah,
But
you want to roll high for those.
it's fine. It's the front unit, so if I'm getting charged, it will still benefit me.
Yeah.
So it's not the worst thing in the world.
No.
So now I'm going to move on to shooting.
No psychic phase.
No psychic phase.
Okie dokie.
So I'm going to start off with Doom Scythe number 1. Everything it has.
Where's he at?
Right here.
You want to point a little further in? I can't.
Right in front of
He's
me.
right here.
Okay.
Right in the corner.
Target them, I'm pretty sure.
Most likely.
Yeah, the camera doesn't like it. Picks up the very edge of the sight.
36-inch range, so 39-inch range. I get 13 shots. only 1 damage.
Yeah, so 10 with the twin Tesla destructors,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get 3 with the death ray. And those are 2 weapons.
Yeah. So I'll wait. I'm gonna shoot my king first because it can only really see with that into the Vindicator.
Into the Vindicator?
Into the Vindicator.
Alright.
I made sure. If
Yeah.
I have,
I think
this
think
one,
he
if
has
I
a
had to,
smidge.
yeah, and that's kind of what I figured. But I made sure to just.
Like king left move over
Yeah.
that's case.
Well, I can just scoot this
there
one
we
back.
That'll
So
work.
yeah. And I figured why not shoot my murder cannons across the field.
So what does the Vindicator have defensively against this?
And
Is
it won't save.
is
Oh
it
wait,
one
this
save?
is only.
Here's a 4-up involved.
Do
Yeah,
I have
36
range?
inches.
I don't have
You
range,
don't have range.
so then I'm gonna just not.
Okay.
I would have just made sure. I don't need to shoot him this turn then.
So the Mineers are hiding then?
Yeah, just hiding.
Okay, because those would be behind the obscured.
Yep,
Sure.
and then just adjust him a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah,
I don't need to
fine.
shoot you. You don't need to shoot me then. Yeah. So then I'm going to do.
You want to do the Doom Scythe? The other Doom Scythe?
I'll do that Doom Scythe because that one is less important. I will shoot everything into that unit right there because I want to see what it can do.
Alright.
You guys keep saying that and that and that.
Alright,
Call out
so-
which units are which.
I told you the
So
Doom
this
Scythe.
Doom
I've
Scythe-
been saying the
You
Doom
have two
Scythe.
Doom Scythes.
Listen.
So this Doom Scythe into these incursors over here.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm going to spend this 1 CP on Transhuman.
because it's a 5-man.
Because it's a 5-man, yeah. Alright. I mean, provided he's targeting them with the
Everything.
death
Yep.
ray. Everything? Okay.
So Mars puts you down to 8 CP then.
Yes.
And then we will adjust that quick. And we're good. Alright, just waiting on Kade to actually do something.
I'm looking for.
For the change in his
Stratagem,
mind.
There's nothing that's going to be effective in that situation.
Not for the Doom Scythe.
Not for the Doom Scythe.
You have your Mephrit one, but that's going to cause mortal wounds on 6s up to 3, so you can do it there.
No, it has a specific one for itself.
For the death ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not going to be effective against that.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to. I just wanted to see what it did again because I thought I grabbed it, but it's not in here. So yeah, I'll just shoot my 3 shots first.
You're going to use the Doom Scythe stratagem if you want to prevent Overwatch, or you're shooting a vehicle.
Okay. So 3 shots, all hit.
Yep. Because you're close up, doesn't it?
And 1 wound.
1 wound, because of Transhuman.
You don't get a save.
4, so yeah, I don't believe I get a save.
And 1's dead.
Yep, 1's just down. So it's D3 plus 3.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, because that's the sergeant, so I'll take
And then the Tesla.
the Tesla. Yep.
These miss.
No 6s.
And then 4s.
4 of them.
4
Okay,
at
that's
AP
AP1.
because it's base 0.
Base 0. Alright, looks like I failed 2 of them, so I lose another.
Yeah. Next, I'm going to shoot everything from this one into him.
Okay. I got there, really.
3 shots. All hit.
Nice.
2 wound.
2 wounds, okay.
Because it's strength 12, so 2 dead.
Yep. You're down. Then we got the Tesla.
There's a 6. So 2 more hit. 3 wound. Better. So that's 6.
6 at AP1.
Yep.
you got 2 more. Because that AP1.
Mm-hmm.
That's no good at all.
Okay. Next. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shoot intercessors.
You can't reroll morale tests, can you?
No.
How many are in range?
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot 10 into the intercessors.
Okay.
Because that's how many are in range.
You got a little angle on those guys.
I can shoot. No. So I can shoot 4 into these guys. And that's all I can shoot with them. So that's 10 shots. Rerolling misses because of the king. Because I should be in range.
They'll be a -1 to hit. From my chapter tactic.
Yes. They hit on 3's base,
Yep, 3 space.
and then I reroll them all because of the king.
I believe it's all rerolls for the king, yes.
Yep.
And then 4s.
5 at AP1.
Yep. And I get +1 to cover.
Yep.
So back to 3s, which I actually fail 3. So I kill 1 and wound another.
And then 4 into the Reavers. One wound, AP1. They're in cover here. Then I have
Your death marks and immortals, I believe.
Yep, Death Marks and Immortals. They're all in range of those intercessors, so I'm gonna shoot at them.
Okay.
They have 1 shot base.
Yep. So they're +1 to hit, but they did move, and you're at -1 when you target me. So they'll hit on 3s.
Yes. Because, yeah. And are these rapid? No, they're heavy now.
They're heavy now. Oh my word, if they were rapid fire weapons. So good.
And
you can try for extra mortals with the Mefrit Dynasty.
but that's not going to be used yet.
Okay.
So, yep, hitting on 3s. And are they core?
They are core.
And rerolling those. And strength 5. Toughness 4, so 3s. Not great,
Nice,
but a
but you did get
6. And 2 go through at AP2.
AP2. So I need 4s. Okay, so you actually got 2.
Yeah.
Because of the mortal wound.
That's
Alright. Turiel said, love your guys' content, especially Raven Guard. Thank you. Yeah, Raven Guard's so cool.
So then I can spend
out of all the
4
chapters.
CP,
They're
or is
definitely
it
one of the
3
ones we
CP?
can
Your Stranglehold, is it on all stratagems?
Oh yeah, it's every time you use a stratagem.
Okay.
And a 5+, I get to. It'll cost more.
Is that 2 wound? That is 2 wounds. So I'll only spend 2 for the.
Okay.
Put on the 14.
So for talent for annihilation, it's fine. For the other one, it's fine.
No, just for one stratagem.
Just one stratagem?
Yeah.
Okay, well they will fail.
So then all of their shots into those reavers.
So you're at 15 CP then?
It's 2 CP, right? All of my stratagems cost 1 more.
No, only if I roll 5.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna solar flare them, so
Okay.
you don't get cover. So
Okay.
yeah, you would have rolled anyway.
So you're spending a CP.
I thought it was
1 CP?
yeah. I thought it was every stratagem. Okay, that's less bad then.
It is for every stratagem, but
Yeah.
only if I roll 5.
Yeah. Okay, so that's on the 2 now.
And did you roll to see if you have to spend another CP?
He did. He rolled. Yep.
Not you, him.
He did.
You used the
Oh, he has to roll it? Or?
every time. Yeah, every time.
He rolled both stratagems and failed both times.
So 5s weren't rolled, but I don't know if it's me who has to roll.
He's the one that has to roll.
He's the one who has to roll?
Yeah, to see if it's a cost extra.
Okay.
So what are you down to for CP then, kid?
Why do I have to roll? What's the Can you read the stratagem?
Yeah, I can read it for you. There's no difference. I think it's just who rolls it, technically.
I don't think it really matters who rolls, to be
Yeah.
honest. But
I would have just had you roll for me.
so okay, you spent 2 CP in total then.
Yes,
So
for
you're down
solar
to
flare
14.
and
Talent for annihilation.
talent for annihilation.
Okay, just updating your.
Now you're shooting with the immortals.
Yes.
So should be 10 shots.
Assault 2.
Oh yeah. That's right. They're Tesla. They're Tesla, and they're within 27 inches.
Because I measured from here and I was in range, so.
Okay.
14, 16, 18, 20.
20 shots.
Hitting you on 3s, because I don't care about any of your rules, because I ignore your cover.
Yes, you ignore those.
So
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me know.
So re-rolling those, and I have 3 6s to hit so far. And these get re-rolled from the king. So that one misses with another 6. So that's an additional 2,
8 hits.
6, 8. Wounding you on 3s, and I can do up to 3 mortal wounds to you.
Yep.
Which I do.
Okay, so I'm taking 3 more wounds. Plenty of failures.
And then that many saves that your 3-up save.
Yep. 0. Oops. That was a terrible roll.
I think I just...
1, 2, 3, 4. One's alive with 1 wound.
I think that's all my shots.
Okay.
Sergeant there. Then it's your morale.
We got some Dead Space Marines.
Yeah. He showed me up pretty good, actually. Alright. So now we got some morale. I'm going to spend 2 CP to make this guy over here auto succeed.
Okay.
Because I don't want to deal with that.
Alright, so 2 CP down.
Yep, and then we got that guy. He's fine.
That put you down to 6, right?
They can't fail. They only lost 2.
Yep.
And then I lost 3 intercessors. Okay. Alright, I believe that's everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so end of turn,
Can't get purge while he stands in the game.
not getting engaged.
I'm not doing engage.
Oh, yeah, you're not doing it.
And I would be
Purge.
getting it. I would be getting engaged.
Flyers don't.
Yeah,
Or-
they
no,
do.
yeah,
They do. They don't count for line breaker. They count for.
I know,
But I'm doing assassinate, which I didn't kill any characters. So.
It's killing here. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's your turn.
All right, yeah. So I'm going to
Raven Guard turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
7 CP. Chapter Master has to select a unit to get reroll everything.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Mars, you're going up a CP now.
Yep.
So go ahead and add that in to reflect.
And you have me at 14, correct?
I do have you at 14, yes. Unless you want me to reduce some, I can do that
Nope.
too. Giveth and taketh.
Okay,
7.
so
Yes.
Chapter Master is going to give the Assault Hellmasters reroll
Sure.
everything. Okay. Let's get to moving. So we start with him here. So he's going to move over here.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to raise a banner.
Push
on
the button.
objective.
Yep. Same thing there.
Yep. They're actually going to hide a little bit and raise the banner.
Sure.
For all the good it'll do. And let's see, you're going to move.
I measured and I should be able to get within range.
Yeah, you'll just barely be able to get in range.
Yep.
Gotta make a determination here.
No, I think I'll be fine. I'm just trying to think if he can outnumber me on that objective. If I put all 3 of them on it. But he'll just shoot me off anyway. So
Very easily if I advance.
So gotta get objectives. So they would probably have to advance to get to that.
Yeah, because no matter what, you're just out.
So roll me an advance roll for this guy right here.
Sure. You got a 6, so wherever you want him.
Wherever I want him, really.
So supporting that.
Oops. I missed the roll. Whoops. That's my bad.
No, I rolled a 6. So I could just plop him right on that.
Good.
Yeah. I think I'll go ahead and do that. It's 1 unit you'll have to shoot at.
Shoot a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Forces you to do things. Okay, but I need more guys on it. So let's go ahead and roll for advance with these reavers.
Sure. Do they have their grav?
No.
So they're just basic?
Yep.
Okay, you got a 1 then because you're -1, -2 right now.
3 for the advance, but -2 for moving through.
Okay.
So you have a 7.
So I have a 7.
Yeah. If you would have paid for the upgrade, it would have been a 9.
Well, 7's good enough.
Yeah.
At least get me.
Well,
On the
no,
infantry.
not necessarily, because their move through is just, is he moving over the top of a building?
I'm moving through a crater.
You'd be moving through a crater.
Yeah, so all the grapnel launcher does allows you to move vertical as if there was no horizontal height.
Yeah.
Exactly. So wait.
Craters still,
Vertical?
or horizontal as if there was no vertical height.
Yeah. So you can say I'm this high up, and you never.
No, that's not how that works.
They don't ignore the
You just
terrain
go
effects.
straight, but you don't
just
ignore the terrain.
vertical movement.
Because I know at least fly is you don't you just.
Yeah, fly specifically words out. It ignores that kind of terrain.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, the Reavers have never had great rules, and 9th edition didn't make them any better.
They're decent in Space Wolves.
The Hounds of Mordecai are okay if you take them against Psychers.
So that stratagem that allows me to rapid fire twice.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to remain stationary to do that?
That I don't know.
Rick?
Remain stationary. You mean do an action?
No. There's a
Bolter roll.
double
Bolter
tap.
roll.
The bolter
double
where
tap.
you get to rapid fire twice?
Yeah, it works just like as if you were to remain stationary. And I think it's only.
So yeah.
Oh, I count as remaining stationary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
So
just
I can
you
still-
count.
No.
you count as
There's a double tap stratagem. Is what he's asking.
Yes.
all the
so-
intercessor's ability to
Yeah.
fire twice is what you're asking.
Yes.
Do I have to remain stationary to do that?
I can pull.
I don't even. Is that still a thing?
That is a thing, but it's only for intercessors.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. think you have to spend the CP to get the bolter rule bonus for that. So it's 2 stratagems that you
It's
gotta
not
use.
the bolter roll. It's you literally get to double tap.
Well, no, I know you get to shoot twice, but in order to benefit from the bolter rule after moving, you have to spend CP for that as well.
Is that even a thing?
Yes.
Why?
Because the bolter rule, only Terminators and whatever, there's a couple of other
Bites.
units that get to,
Terminators and bites.
if they move.
They removed it from everything else, I
So
believe.
Primaris, if they move, they don't get the bolter rule unless they're within half range. But the stratagems in there allow you to count as not moving for the bolter rule purposes. That's a Space Marine Codex thing, though.
Why do they hide
That
things?
little yellow tab is where
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh, I had a couple feel no pain rolls.
Do you in range of your apothecary?
Yeah.
Just make them quick.
Yeah. Roll me 3. It
6.
actually be 6. Yeah.
Are they different?
5, because 1 was immortal. I don't believe it works on that.
No saves, and it does work on mortals.
Okay. It works for everything, yeah.
Yep. Can't do the best.
Not today. Not today. Kade gonna be playing Kade this game with that while we stand, huh? Gonna have to. You both kind of got to play Kade. Keep from losing your units.
I'm not a fast army, and I started in corners, so I kind of just...
Yeah. Yeah, I've been actually like considering taking the custom treats for my Necrons. I'm looking more into it. Having the double obsec and then having the pre-game move is so huge, especially for Necrons because they just can't seem to get on primaries, which I think is literally the only reason why they lose any of the games they do. Because they can survive everything, they just can't get to the primaries fast enough.
The end of your shooting phase, shoot one squad to shoot again. So yeah, you can do it.
Yep. 2 CP, right?
Yeah.
It's 2 CP, alright.
Yep.
Not a problem.
It's just
We'll
like
do it.
all the shooting ones are 2 CP.
Yep.
It costs Fire Warriors 2 CP to fire twice. Which is terrible.
Alright. That's gonna have to do, I think. Alright. Right there.
Just dice. I'm just gonna mark these for you because I like to do this for myself.
Alright, so as long as I'm over here, let's see. God, I really just need to advance with them, don't I? Oh yeah, I might as well, because I'm shooting at -1, so roll me advance.
2.
Yeah.
So anyone that moves through the crater is -2, just so you're aware, and it's model by model.
Yeah, any crater,
Yeah.
any barricade.
Yeah, I'm not moving through the terrain.
Huh?
Just need to
Move around the terrain there. Yeah.
just need a little extra movement out of these Hellblaster guys here. I need to stay in coherency. The stupid statue's in my way. Alright, so...
Sorry I set the board up the way I did. I'm
my
actually,
terrible deployment is what it is.
yeah. Well, I try to make it even on both sides.
How many guys in range?
I actually measured this
Looks like
time,
there's
which
2
usually I don't.
out. Yeah, they don't really have any other good targets. So there's that.
That's
That
the...
range? Yeah, that's my range right there. I think I'm just out.
Just, yeah, out. Because I would be within range if it extended equal to my tape measure.
Because I can't beat him in the barricade. I think it's the problem. So I guess I'll have 2 out. Can he reach that way to the flyer? No.
Are those the heavies or the assault?
Assault.
Those are the assault.
The advanced.
Yep. So the advance. Okay, so we can go into shooting. Oh, so I will also have them raise a banner on
And
that.
you're spending a Or they advance, so no.
Okay, so I'll do it with the heavy
Heavy.
heavy hell blasters, and I'll spend a CP so they can still fire.
And that might be 2 CP.
2 CP for that.
Yep.
Is it 2 CP?
Yep,
Yeah.
that one's 2.
Okay, so I'll spend 2 CP there.
Rapid fire is also 2, that's why I remember seeing it.
Burning through these CP so fast.
Yeah.
I know how you guys do it now. Okay, so where do we want to start here?
So you are using the... Okay, so you're down to 5.
Yep. Done.
Okay. So I got what's the range on the Vindicator?
72 or something like that. Something
Yeah.
insane.
So I can shoot Zeras over there. I'll have cover from the center. All right. So fill me on his weapon again. You guys have used him more than I have.
So hits on a 2s, wounds on a 2, unless it's a vehicle, and then you have to roll.
All right. So fires away. Hits. Does a 6 do anything special for him?
When you wound.
When I wound?
You need to roll to wound 6, yeah. And then it's like D6 damage.
It's a 2 to wound.
And out.
Still wounds.
Does it?
Mhm.
It's
It's not strength based, I don't think. I think it's just he hits and always wounds on 2s.
Okay.
It's only if it's a vehicle.
If it
that
doesn't
matters.
wound, I'll.
It definitely wounds. I just don't. I think it's just the D3 damage. It is AP minus 3, and you cannot take invuln saves.
He doesn't have one. I believe it just needs a 6, which he fails.
So D3 damage.
D3 damage.
Yep. And then you can spend a stratagem to fire again.
1.
Um,
But it has to be at someone else.
It does.
And no.
So it does 1 damage. If it doesn't kill the model, you keep rolling.
You still do wounds.
I'll spend a CP to roll the damage.
Okay. All right. So command rerolling puts you down to.
2 damage.
Okay, he takes
Why are you
2.
at 4, Marge? Did you get one for? Did you add one for the turn? I had you at 7, and you just spent 2.
You
I
have him
spent
at 5.
2 and then 3. I spent 3 so far. Because the action to perform the action costs 2.
So your command reroll is what's dropping you down. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure we're staying
So
accurate.
yeah, it does wound, and then I continue to roll the wound.
Yes.
Okay.
Roll. So it'll do another mortal to him.
On a 4.
Won't.
Yeah.
So it only does that much.
Yeah. It keeps going until you fail the roll.
Okay.
You want to straighten that dice box out a little bit so it won't crooked on you.
Sure. Like that.
There you go.
All right, and I believe that's all he's got. I'm not terribly familiar with his profile at all.
So your damage rerolled into a what?
2.
Okay. So that dude's taking 3 so far?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, and then
Kiki.
I can see his shoulder with those eliminators. At least 2 of them.
Shooting at Illuminar?
What's their range?
36 on eliminators, I believe.
Yeah, it's 36.
They're out.
They're out of range? Okay, the ones you can see are out of range. Yeah, so...
I think height's going to be your problem then.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Well, let's see.
They can still shoot other stuff though. You got like
They can.
their other profiles still kill elite infantry and stuff like that.
So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to end up shooting this flyer over here with my Hellblasters, the heavy Hellblasters. I will go ahead and overcharge.
Are you shooting this?
Yep. Be 10 shots.
Which unit has
Rerolling ones.
the chapter master reroll?
That's the assault ones. The assault Hellblasters. So I only reroll 1s. So these 2s will miss.
Yeah.
No 3s. Okay. So those all hit. Strength 9, I want to say. But I'm going to wound you on 3s.
Mhm.
Okay.
Ow.
So there is 6 wounds at AP 4, I'm pretty sure, for 3 damage a pop. So, what?
Don't blow up.
Okay.
Nice.
Because, yeah, they're AP 4, correct? Well, they're heavy.
Well, you're heavy.
AP
So
5.
you're AP 5 right now.
Yeah. AP4 base,
Croissant
but,
dead.
Doctrine. Well, that was interesting.
So he's down.
Sucks.
That's good. Alright, why don't we go ahead with those?
Yeah, they're pretty nice, especially when you're not shooting at dreadnoughts.
Let's go with those assault. I have 8 of them in range. So let's go with those assault Hellblasters. Shooting through terrain. I had a -1, but I'll reroll all hits.
Yeah. So you hit on 4s.
Yep, you reroll all hits.
I don't need to overcharge with them.
It
There's
doesn't
no
matter.
point.
Yep, there's no point.
There'll be no difference.
The supercharge would only make it so you wound on 2s instead of 3s.
Grab the
Both
3s
fails.
too.
Not many hits, but I get a lot of rerolls.
That sucked.
There we go. There we go.
That's
Thank you.
what-
Thank you, Chapter Master.
Yeah, that's what the rerolls are for.
And 3s. Alright, rerolling 1s from the Lieutenant. So I have 2 1s in there.
Very nice.
Alright. That
That's
many.
a lot of damage.
This many
Hey,
stand
actually-
back up. So that's not 20, I don't think.
Not 20, but
That's 15.
it's pretty damaging.
3/4 of the unit. It's pretty good.
So 5 if you're rolling 1.
Yep.
And then is there a way to buff this? Probably not. I don't have
Not
to.
without
Not-
the reanimator.
There's no stratagems or anything for it.
Yeah, it's still a pretty decent amount.
You get to reroll 1s on warriors.
Yep.
Nice. There you go.
Reanimator!
Yeah,
So I
good.
lose
8 back.
7. And I get 8 removes if I want.
If you want it.
And it goes the close unit, so they can't shoot again. Gonna remove the guys that keep you in rapid fire range. So, what kind of monsters are these?
Bolt rifle. So AP1, strength 4, rapid fire 30 inches.
Yeah, so 30 inches.
So you want to
These
let me
two-
rapid fire?
Yeah, so these 2 dead.
Oh, that's right. That's why I wanted to remain stationary, so I can bolt the drill and.
Yeah.
Yep. Is there a stratagem that allows me to remain stationary?
Yes, cost you, I think, 1 CP,
1 CP.
and then 2 CP to fire twice, so cost you 3 and 4.
So I could do it, but it'd be 3 CP.
And
And that would net me, because I have 7 there, that'd give me 14 shots times 2, so 28 shots.
and you want 3 rerolling 1s, you're in range of the Chapter Master.
Yes. Rolling 1s to hit and to wound.
So, I mean, you theoretically would kill probably something like
So
6 of them, 7 of them,
yeah.
statistically, for 3 CP. So, that's what you gotta determine.
Yeah. You know, I still got a lot of snipers too. I'm determining if I can really just lay into them and just eliminate a whole warrior unit.
Definitely good.
So let's go ahead and use 1 CP
Okay.
to count them as remaining stationary.
Sure.
So I'll get
You got 3?
and I'll fire into those warriors. I suppose I'll still be at a -1. So I reroll my 1s, and the 3s on this. Okay.
Force to wound me.
Yep. No 1s to reroll. 4 of them at AP1.
Okay, so what's the
5
base? 5 up and cover?
Uh,
I'm all
Are you
in
covered?
cover. Yep,
Okay.
all of them are. So 4s?
Yep.
Okay. So 2 die, 2 reanimate, 1 reanimate. So I lose 1.
Alright, that was not very interesting.
You'll get more out of that first CP's. Also, 1 CP to potentially kill
Yeah, like
1 guy again.
1 guy again, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a very good use of 2 CP, so. How many are the units still?
2, 4, 6, 8, over half. You've only killed
Over
8.
11?
Yeah.
Or over 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so I could fire the blast rounds with the exterminators, or eliminators.
Yeah.
Getting 9 total shots at them. But it'd be AP0. No, AP. They're heavy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be AP1.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. I do get reroll 1s from the captain. sleeves of the backpack on them. Reroll ones.
I'm gonna just double check.
And I'm pretty sure it's strength 4. Ooh, that's not good. I'm not in range because I'm so high up. Not in range for rerolls, so just 2 at AP1.
I just want to make sure I'm in within 6. I would have got reanimations. But yeah, I just need to make sure I'm in. So is that 2?
For the protocols?
Do you have a hyper?
Yeah.
T3? Okay.
Yeah.
So 1, because I'm in cover,
Yeah, I guess.
and then reanimate. Fine.
Okay. That's not good. That's very, very disappointing.
Yeah, eliminators are kind of swingy. Sometimes they do really well, sometimes not so much.
Well, the rolls were pretty awful there.
Yeah.
So, a couple are out. Oof. That's rough.
2 snipers into that.
Yeah, right. Doesn't feel great. Let's just keep laying into that unit. I don't know if that's the best. Oh well. I don't know if that's the best call. They're both the ones in range, aren't they?
Yeah, and there's
Okay.
only not all of them are in range.
What's that? Of them?
Yeah.
They're not all in range of them?
Because what? Snipers are 30?
36.
The eliminators are 36.
No.
Scouts are only
Scouts. Oh, yeah.
Scouts are
You're
30.
correct. I'm actually a little shy. They're all in range of those guys.
No, 30 inch.
No, 36. With snipers are 36.
Are you sure Scouts are 36?
They are not the same range as a bolt rifle.
Bolt?
It is a sniper rifle.
Yes, Scout
It's-
sniper rifle's 36.
Okay, that, yeah.
Yes. So
So
we
then,
do
yeah.
have some who can go over here. So let's put 2 over here and we'll put 3 into them. So 2 into the big unit. Both hit. 1 mortal and 2 wounds actually. AP1.
So 3 so far dead. Or 1 mortal.
Is it AP0 on sniper rifles?
AP0.
Okay.
I have people in cover.
But they're heavy, so they're -1.
Yeah.
What's that? You have
I'm in cover. I have people
with
in cover.
them?
Yeah.
That.
I take them per model.
Oh, okay.
But it's still AP1, so
Yeah.
either way you're losing cover.
Yeah, no, I rolled my cover.
Yeah, so 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 stands up, so I only lose 1.
Really?
Yep.
Alright. And then 3 on the others. Reroll 1. Yeah, should be in range. 3 won't hit.
3 won't hit.
No. Good. Oh yeah, 'cause I'm shooting at that. That's at the -1.
It's 2 strength.
Maybe reroll 1s. That one won't. See if it even matters. It does. So I'm in range. Yes, I am in range of Lieutenant. Good.
So 1 wound.
1 wound.
4 up.
1.
Stand back up. Reroll because
Reroll 1. Yep.
mortal,
One, so.
1 more dead.
Okay. I guess that leaves me with a couple snipers over there. The missile launcher is actually in an awkward position, so I don't believe he can see anything. That's fine. I do.
Is he touching the wall?
He's touching the crate, which I don't think is part of that. Yeah,
That's not part of the unit.
that's the only thing they have range to is that unit again. So 4 more sniper rifles. Yeah, 2 hits. Nothing. Okay. I believe that's everything.
Spending 2 CP. Auto pass Brown.
So Kade uses once per game auto pass. Mars, you use your once per game auto pass.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do.
What do we have for scores?
I forgot to do. I don't know if I could do that anyway. What's that? The deadly prize. Is that an action?
End of the turn. Yes, you can.
Oh, at the end of the turn, deadly prize.
Yeah, it's the beginning of your turn.
Oh yeah, I'll totally do that then. I'll use 1 CP to put a deadly prize right there.
Okay.
How you get it within 3 inches of the objective, but you can.
Okay.
That's the other thing is they did an action. I didn't know if it stops it or anything.
Yeah, so now my turn.
I believe so.
Cool.
Protocols.
Protocols.
We have nothing for scoring on secondaries.
Oh, I'm working on while we stand. I'm working on banners. I have engaged all fronts.
How many
Or
points do
2.
you get for that? 2?
No.
You have all
Yeah,
those
2.
fours?
No, I don't have all 4, so I get 2.
Okay.
And that's it. Space Marines have so many rules to remember.
I think I want, since I'm going first, I want to be on the offensive. I'm going to use my Warlord trait, or the
ability to
to
swap
get
one
my Vengeful Stars.
Okay.
Alright, going into Necrons turn 2.
Yep.
Cade's using Vengeful Stars.
And do I lose this one then?
Yes. Okay. Okay. Only have 1 protocol active per turn.
And then Kade,
Yep.
you're getting a CP. Is there anything? What do you have for primaries?
I hold 1 currently.
Okay. Neither one of you hold more.
He
I
does.
hold more
He
than
holds more. Because he has
I'm currently
20s.
holding 4.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
that's probably going to change.
All right. So
Oh,
5.
that's what I have.
5 for your primaries.
I have pistols. I mean, you already passed your morale.
They advance, so no.
Oh, that's right, they did.
So you're up to 13
You're
CP.
correct, sir.
Yep. So, mine will be done on
All the above.
death marks and immortals.
Okay.
And reroll hits on this unit here.
Okay.
And popping the res orb
Okay.
on that unit because I made sure I'm within 6. So I currently have 2, 4, 6, 9 dead. And this is just a normal reanimate.
Yep. Let's get to roll reanimate for me.
So I get 2 more for sure, and just 2.
2. Ooh, that was pretty weak for his one. But
Still 2 guys.
yeah.
And then my movement.
Illuminor.
Is that command phase?
Yes.
Oh, then I'll just bring back a guy.
Is he within 6 of that?
Bring back a guy.
Back here?
Yep.
Okay.
I want that unit back.
There was what, 1 dead here?
1 dead here, yeah.
So. Sounds good. You can spend a stratagem to do it again, but I don't. Is he within 6?
I am within 6.
You can use a stratagem to do it again.
Is it just 1 or D3?
It's D3 for warriors.
Yeah. How many CP is that?
It's 1 CP.
Oh wait, no, he can just do it additional time.
He can augment an additional time.
You rights of reanimation 1 additional time per turn.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I just get
Gets to
D3
use it.
for 2. That's
I've never used him before.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Okay. Move. here, you can go here.
That is what I forgot to do. Misplays.
What'd you forget to do?
Move the scouts within range of the. I just need to move the one scout in range of the Vindicator. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Hi.
Alright, snuck out of the room real quick. Did we roll any dice while I was gone?
Not that we're.
Okay. Okay, so Mars just marking you up here. We
I
engage
just
all
realized
fronts.
my mic was off.
Kade with 5 primaries.
Hopefully everyone was hearing me okay.
Has it been off this whole time?
I think so.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
I haven't had any complaints in chat about it, so. Oh well.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
He's here, he swears.
Oh yeah, flyers. Flyers don't have to stay 1 inch away, do they?
No.
No.
Yes.
No.
I don't
You-
remember how the
You can move within an inch of him, so I would think it was the other
I know I can move.
Something about like
I know opponents can move within an inch of them. But I don't
there's
know if
something
they
about like
can.
touching their base at the end of the turn.
Oh, then
Yeah,
it
because
doesn't change much.
yeah, it doesn't change too much. I just because when I think about it, you'd be able to just touch a character and shoot it.
Yeah. They had
I
some
mean,
weird-
am I really touching a character and shooting it?
Yes, because you can't engage flyer.
aircrafts, strategic reserves.
I mean, you're still gonna shoot them. I know you are, but
Just looking to see what it says about aircrafts here. They're very, yeah. They change the rules like, I don't know. They seem like they were fine with it before, and then all of a sudden they changed them again.
yeah, I think when he moves, he has to stay out of engagement range. But I can move under and in engagement range with him.
I don't think you can end your. I don't remember exactly. Okay, so it says. Well, it's flying when charging. We're not looking for that. We're looking for. Fly models can move other models. Make move. Can move over terrain like any other model to make a charge.
Did they advance?
Oh, weird.
No, they were. I believe.
So they move 6 inches.
Mhm.
All right.
Vulnerable saves. Yeah, I'll find it. It's in here somewhere.
Okay.
It's got to be movement for aircraft. Here we go. Aircraft to advance. They have to move their minimum. All their aircraft models have engagement range
So
like
D3
any other
mortals to
model.
them from Deadly Prize.
So here's what it says, guys.
3 mortals.
Roll to see if it happens, and then you roll damage.
That was
See
for
if
what?
it happens. It does.
That was for what now?
Well, no, you rolled for the first roll would have been what you would have rolled for it to happen, and then you do 2 more.
Okay, I do 2 mortals.
What just happened?
The Deadly Prize went off because they moved within range of that objective.
Why did they do 3?
Because the first die I
Don't you have to
rolled
roll
was
to
a
see if
6.
it happens, and then
So he wanted me to have that one as the.
because
see if
it was your
succeeds.
first roll, so
Oh yeah. When it triggers on a 2+.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it can actually fail on a 1.
Apparently.
I think, and
It's
that's why.
D3 on a 2 through 5, I think.
and then
I
he's-
rolled a 6.
Yeah, so that's why.
At a 6, it does
That's
the flat
fine.
3 mortal wounds.
So yeah,
Deadly Prize.
so same thing.
So it does 3.
Net same outcome.
Flat 3. Yep. So you do take 3. There is no chance of it failing. Unlike the Scarabs.
So models can move within an enemy aircraft's engagement range. Models can move over aircraft when they make any kind of move. Aircraft can make a normal move or advance even when within engagement range of enemy models. Units can make normal or advance if they are only within engagement range of enemy aircraft. Typically aircraft models. It doesn't say anything about.
still augment. Oh, no, but I heal them. I'm gonna advance him. So,
It says it just cannot end the move with an engagement range of enemy aircraft models. So you cannot be in engagement range at the end. You can be moved within an enemy aircraft model's engagement range, but it cannot end the move on top of another model, and it cannot end the move within engagement range of any enemy aircraft models.
Okay.
So, I think you're okay. Just keep it outside of an inch.
no. Let's just here. So I have saves and better saves at least. Excuse me. Tesla is end of movement.
What do you mean, Tesla?
No, crystal. Relic. Teleport.
Oh, the Veil of Darkness. Yes, end of movement.
Okay.
Cade just finishing up his move here. And as Cade gets his move completed, we will be jumping into shooting phase again. So just keep in mind, guys, we are strapped for time a little bit tonight. So
I get that. So yeah, I'll just move like this with him.
Okay.
And then Veil of Darkness happens.
Mhm.
I'll teleport the Immortals. Thank you.
Using the Veil of Darkness.
So the Immortals and the Lord are being picked up and they're being redeployed across the board.
Gonna use the Silent King to hold his backfield objective.
Yep. How it's done.
So that's what I've been doing wrong. I haven't been using him to hold objectives.
I am getting 5 points from him. I'm using him for death marks, but
You see, I've been using Scarabs to hold backfield objectives.
yeah.
What a fool I was. I should have been
Well,
using
I'm
the
playing-
450-point king.
I am playing safe.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what you were Raven Guard. You hurt me.
Poke, pokey, poke.
So it's 13.5 for a 24 for, or wait,
27?
for
Yeah,
half.
13 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, works pretty good with Veil.
You.
Alright, Cade's finishing up here. Switch back over. And actually, while he's doing that, I'm gonna go into the front side camp to
Okay.
show everybody what's going on.
So that's my turn. End of movement. I have a roll for that unit of warriors.
Okay.
Gonna buff them. Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. I forgot about them. Or just a deep strike.
So the fellas jumped here.
Another +1 strength.
Awesome. So the warriors have +1 strength.
I'm a fighting army.
He's a fighting army, apparently.
Hurrah!
Honestly, I'm okay with it, with what I plan to do with them.
Stack stuff up.
Which is,
Assault my 4 reavers.
Tie things up.
I'm gonna go in the corner and charge your dudes and hold the objective.
Okay.
Currently, you lose your banner over there.
I do indeed.
So you want to remove that die when you get a chance, Rick?
Sure.
He lost his banner.
He has to control it, doesn't he?
No, I control it at the end of a phase, which I control it in my movement phase.
Yeah, it is per phase.
Yeah,
I
it's
just have to
per
control it in any phase.
Yeah.
We have a
Yep.
single infiltrator over there left.
Yep. And you want to know what's shooting him?
The Minears? Sure. Do I transhuman for the one model? I'm actually very tempted.
And if I have shots with the king, I'll shoot into him.
Not. He's got 18 HP. I will spend 1 CP to transhuman on him. Oh God, is that? Because I'm gonna take a lot of firepower this turn, and he'll. Because you're controlling. Well, you'll be controlling 3. I need. Because he can get me an extra 5 for primaries. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. All transhuman.
Okay, so spending CP for transhuman physiology.
One hit.
Put you down to 1 CP.
Yep, 1 hit.
He's dead.
What do you mean he's dead?
He's dead. I just auto wound him.
You cause an auto wound. Okay.
Auto wound. He's dead.
So he spends a CP to ignore my transhuman. With his techno kind yeah.
Just auto wound.
Automatically wounds the target.
Yeah.
And it's AP 5 at least.
I'm double checking. You do get a save because you're in cover.
Yeah.
Need a 6. He's dead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that happened.
Yep. That's a strategy you can use with the king.
Sure, yeah. You can cause the one attack that did hit to automatically wound.
Yep.
And ignore my transhuman.
So, I'm going to be shooting 10 Tesla into your
Hellblasters?
Hellblasters. The assault
Yeah.
versions.
I should have used that here, actually.
I'm going to use talent for annihilation because I want them dead.
Okay, so you are within 12.
So
It doesn't go off per model, does it? I think it's...
And you have to be within a terrain feature to get the neg. So,
Okay, so 10 shots then.
no, 20 shots.
Are they 2 shots apiece?
Yep.
They're assault 2.
Cost are 2. Okay.
And I'm doing the mortal wound strategy.
Okay.
And I'll do the arcing thing too, so I'm down to 11.
Yeah, how many stratagems have you done so far?
Your stranglehold thing's going. Oh, is it? You can get a CP back?
What?
No,
No, Stranglehold is always.
It's for the whole game?
The whole game.
No,
Pretty,
I'm pretty sure it's
it
one
lasts a
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be absolute garbage then?
It's not.
Because they would just not use stratagems.
What it does is it keeps
You deny them using a lot of stratagems turn 1.
Yeah, it keeps the start of the game slow.
Yeah. You just have to
Um,
hope it works better than it did.
Well, usually people burn CP right off the start, and that's why it's kind of nowadays.
It's before the battle round even starts.
Yeah, it's designed to keep people from burning their CP right away, and then like deleting half your army in a single turn.
If that's the case, that's
2
terrible.
CP, start the first battle round before the first turn begins, blah blah blah, until the end of that battle round.
Wow, that's awful.
It's
That's very awful.
It's interesting when you use it with that stratagem. Take the Calidus Assassin, and then the Inquisitor, which Kyria Draxus also does that as well.
Yeah, so I don't know how many CP the Arc Lightning one is, but I'm also going to do that strategy.
I think it's just 1.
It's just 1 CV.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm down to 10.
Okay. So let's see how many that'll hit because it's gonna trigger.
6 inches off of the Hellblaster squad, I believe.
I
It
want
might
to
be
say
three.
it's
It might be
3
3.
That's 3
Yeah,
inches.
Arctic's only 3.
So it's gonna hit the other Hellblaster unit, them, and my characters.
What unit did I choose for my reroll ones?
It was Immortals.
Okay, so yeah. So super going to kill
20
these
shots,
ones.
rerolling 1.
Hitting on 2s.
Go for it.
Mine will be
Was
done.
it? Or no, it
No,
was-
they were the
they were the
minus- yeah,
they were the
yeah.
real ones. They were the +1 to hit.
Yeah, so mine will be done. Hitting on 2s, no rerolls.
There we go, plenty of 1s.
But lots of 6s.
Mhm.
So 10 extra shots.
And then I believe those trigger talent for annihilation.
Is it to hit?
Is that
Wound.
to wound?
Yeah, because you can't stack the auto hitting other
Yeah,
stuff with it.
that's right.
That's why. But these are at AP2,
Why is they AP2?
and you don't benefit from cover from my protocol. Oh, you want to benefit?
Okay.
Yeah, because I switched the protocol to Vengeful. Oh, so 6s aren't AP. my
Sixes
bad.
are AP2.
Yeah, so you for sure are taking the 3 mortals.
So 3 mortals so far. And then I got 3 at AP2.
And 3 at AP2, and that many wounds at AP1.
So here's the AP2. This is the intercessors, I believe.
Yep.
Or no, the
No,
Hellblasters.
Hellblasters. So
So those actually
all
go
fail.
through.
All
Got
go
one
fail,
damage
no
apiece.
cover.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that's
no
6
cover.
damage on them so far.
So yeah, 6 so far.
Well, he's got dudes in the craters there.
He ignores cover.
I ignore cover.
Oh, yeah.
Protocol of the Vengeful Stars.
Fun.
I'm in half
Yep.
range, so.
So these are AP1.
Yep.
Wow, come
They're dead?
on.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Remember, you do
5,
have
6,
feel,
7.
You do have feel no pain.
Yeah,
though.
7
Yes,
plus
I do.
6.
I do have feel no pains. That's why I'm forgetting.
Yep.
Yep. I make 1.
So that's
So I have
an even
3.
number. That
I have 3. I have 3 alive and 1 with 1 wound.
no, because you would have took exactly lethals, because you had an odd number of shots going through.
I just did 14 rolls.
Yeah. Plus 3 mortal wounds.
Oh yeah, the 3 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so those don't matter. So I took
2 more dice, so 2 left.
14, 17. I took 17 wounds.
Total.
20.
And you saved 1, so you
I
took
saved
16. You rolled 14, you rolled
I
1,
rolled-
feel no pain. So 16 wounds went through, 2 left. Because you had a
How did you
10-man
get-
squad.
I just did the 3 extra because I failed 14.
Yeah.
I rolled 14. I made 1.
Plus 3
That's
more
13.
wounds.
So 16. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
16, yep.
2 left.
2 left.
Yes.
Okay.
Math.
Yeah. Well, it's these stupid 2 wound models.
Yeah.
All right.
Just wait, your chaos will be hitting that pretty soon too, and then everybody will be saying stupid 2-1 models. Hey, I've been saying it since basically Primaris came out.
Okay, and then my lightning arcs off against the intercessors on a 4+.
Nope.
On your character,
Which one?
the closest apothecary fails.
Oh, I forgot the ancient too.
We're not there yet, but yeah,
Okay.
the ancient will happen.
Oh, all these freaking abilities.
So then was
I
it the
understand how
heavy
space is
intercessors?
Yep.
Or so they take a mortal.
Okay.
And then you get a 6 of feel no pain.
Yep.
Okay, so they take 1. Were the scouts in range?
No.
No. Was there anyone else in range? Your other 2 characters?
Yeah, the other 2 characters.
So lieutenant takes 1.
Okay.
Apothecary takes 1.
All right, so lieutenant
Or the ancient, I mean.
and the ancient.
So mark them up.
All right. Hold on. So let's see. That
And then there's even more units.
it was the captain, not the ancient.
Yeah, my bad.
That's fine.
And then who else? Is there another squad in there I hit? No? Okay.
That's the heavies.
That's all.
Uh-oh.
Cool.
Lost the top-down cam for some reason.
All right, and then I get the ancients.
Mhm.
abilities,
8 guys.
which
8 died.
I forgot last turn, but oh well. So looks like 5 of them get to shoot.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3,
You can keep rolling. I gotta fix the
4,
top-down
5.
shut off for some reason.
Let's go ahead and shoot them. It'd be -1 to hit. We should just throw them into the Immortals.
To the morning. Okay.
Okay. Are they still under the effects of the Chapter Master?
Yes,
Yeah.
and you're still in the effects of advancing. No, maybe? Are you?
I don't
No.
think
I
so.
don't know. Though. Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah,
So
the
the
chapter
cycles
master
I hit.
stays.
So I didn't need to overcharge. So those
Well, I
all
don't know
hit.
what happened.
And
We
I need
lost the
threes
top
because they're strength 6. Reroll ones from the lieutenant.
Oh, that's why.
Okay, so that many at AP 3 or is it 4?
4. So 2 ups.
What?
Or 6. Or
Fives
6
and
ups.
sixes? Or
No,
6 ups.
six
Is it AP 3 or AP 4 on this assault?
Oops.
Close. I can
So
put it
they're
up.
all Hellblasters are AP4, no matter which
AP4?
version.
4?
3,
Yeah, regardless of the version.
4, 5. Okay, they're not dead. So 3.
Wait, how many wounds did I have?
1.
No, how many wounds total did I cause?
Not.
Was it 10?
No.
It wasn't 10?
It was 11 wounds total, and I made 3 saves.
Okay, if you get
So-
saves.
I do get saves. They're immortals. I have 2 ups, right?
3 ups.
No.
Oh,
you
there's
don't
3
have-
ups.
you don't have
Oh, then
2
I
up armor?
don't get saves.
Oh my god, 17-point models with 2 up armor?
Well, you're in battle round 2 now, so he's actually in the assault doctrine.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that would do it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That does it. Yeah, no
Yeah.
arguments there.
Yeah, that'll do it for sure. I didn't know that it.
Gross.
Yeah, it triggers at the battle round, not my turn.
Well, you killed the unit that killed your unit pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Ancient definitely makes it worth it.
Oh, yeah.
What's next?
That whole squad just died, huh?
I
Yeah.
did 11 wounds, AP4. I mean, they're assault 3,
you
melt the, or
you
not
did
melt the plasma.
Roll a 4+ for each model, right?
I got,
Yeah, he got 5 through, and then
I rolled 8 for 8 models.
Okay, yeah.
5 of them got the shot.
Wow.
So that's 15 shots.
That's pretty darn good, man.
With rerolls, wounding on 3s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it worked out.
Well, there's a reason they dropped the Ancient from being able to get a 3 up for the rolls. You only needed a 3 up with the 1 relic.
Gross. Okay.
Making a charge in the Hellblasters. He's got a CP, he can overwatch you.
I do have a CP.
Not that he needs it. I mean, he'll just walk up to you and shoot you with one of them and kill it. But, hey.
I will shoot my Staff of Light. Is it 3 shots?
Yes.
Into the scouts.
Yep, strength
Okay.
5 AP, 3, 1 damage.
1 hit.
1 hit. Yep.
Is the range still 18 on those?
Wounds.
It's 21 for him.
Oh, yeah, my friend. AP minus 3.
Don't think it's good enough.
Are you in
'cause
cover?
they're-
Yeah. You outside of 12 inches.
He's not in cover. He doesn't.
I think
get
I'm
minus-
outside of 12.
He's not in
though.
terrain, but I'm within 18.
Are you outside of 12?
You're not in terrain.
Right,
so
but did you take the minus 1
Oh,
hit
yeah.
for shooting?
he wouldn't have it.
Because I need to be in train for the dense cover, right?
You need to be in
Yeah,
terrain to get the
you're
minus.
Right, you're right.
So yeah, 1 zone.
The more reasons why Raven Guard chapter tactic is not cool.
Well, it means
Yeah.
being covered.
The army
Too
doesn't,
far from the apothecary.
doesn't play that.
Yeah, I just lose 1.
Okay.
Apothecary's not range for real.
No, he's too far away.
Shame.
They're kind of on the flank there.
Aim in 27 with everyone. So drop me down a CP.
Okay.
Intercessors don't get cover,
Okay.
and I'll shoot this unit into them.
Into the intercessors, sure.
Yeah, and you are.
Okay, do you want to do me a favor and point out
What's your ancient's range?
6 inches?
6 inches?
So not in range of the
So which
intercessors.
unit's
Cool.
shooting?
Really? Okay.
Well, it's way over here, and I'm shooting them.
Yeah.
You want to just point out which unit's
This
shooting?
looks
unit
like-
of warriors,
Yeah, I guess
so
I'm
all
on a range
20
of
of them.
And they're firing at the Hellblasters?
the Hellblasters are down to 2 guys away. The intercessors.
He's shooting at the
Yeah.
intercessors.
So 20 shots.
I believe so. Yeah. No rapid fire. 27 inches. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, I'd say you can shoot around the terrain.
You don't care. I don't care because solar flare.
Oh yeah, solar flare.
How long does that last?
The whole turn.
The whole
That one unit never gets cover.
Yeah. Solar flare is really strong though.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
For a single. That's weird.
Yeah. So he can shoot his whole army at that one unit. It doesn't get cover.
Yeah.
But it's only that one unit.
Gross.
So hitting on 3s. I lost like 2. So.
Yeah, because you gave it to the death marks.
Yeah.
Yep. And force. One at AP 2.
Yep, 1 at AP2. And 5 at AP.
One at AP 2. Good.
Nice.
AP 1. 2 goes through. So feel my pain.
Nothing. So kill another intercessor.
Does he get to fire when he dies?
No, I am
Nope,
out of
out of
range.
range.
I didn't keep that in mind too well.
So
I actually
then-
think I forgot to move my ancient.
Yeah, that's a problem. Those breachable walls, man. He just started.
Next.
Oh!
He forgot to open the door and just ran head first into it.
No, he has a relic for 9 inches.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, you took the standard.
It's all coming back to me now.
Gotcha.
So, he does get to fire. So, I have to shoot the closest?
No, you shoot whichever unit
I'll
shot you.
shoot these warriors.
Hit -1.
You shoot the unit that shot you.
Reroll your 1.
Yeah.
Range. Hits. No, misses.
No, misses. Alright. Yeah, that's that.
Okay. I'll do the Doom Scythe. Big murder cannons into the lieutenant. The Tesla into your captain.
Okay. So, the Doom Ray into the lieutenant.
Yeah.
And the Tesla into the
Doom
captain.
Ray into the guy without the invuln.
Okay.
And the guy with the invuln, the Tesla.
Lieutenant.
Oh,
Does he have a
Yeah.
roll? No. Let's hear. He's bare bones.
Bare bones lieutenant.
2 go through.
He's touching cover though, so he's a -1 to hit.
No,
No,
he's
he's
not
dead.
because I'm right on top of him.
Yeah. Well,
And
he's
Min
dead.
dead. Yep.
It's because he's not Phobos. That's what I was thinking.
Well,
Phobos won the last one, no matter what.
it's only core that get to do the shoot if
Yeah.
they die, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Doesn't work anyway.
And then 10 shots.
Man down.
Yep.
Tesla, 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 Tesla.
What the heck?
Wounding on 3. Oh, yeah. Look at all those AP2s.
You're not in protocol range.
Oh, do you have to be in protocol range to benefit?
Yes, you do.
Yep. That's why the flyers are a little awkward.
Oh, fine.
So
That
here
many
you're
at
in
AP
range
one.
of Illuminar, and over there you're in range of Lord.
Yep.
That many at AP1?
That
Wow.
many at AP1.
Awesome. I got this. I'm fine. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then cock down.
Cock die there.
4. Feel the pain?
I don't think I have. So I actually fail 6 because AP1.
AP1, yeah.
And then 6 ups. Not bad.
I make 1,
5.
but I think I still die because I'm already wounded by 1.
And then the Teslas.
Do they fire when they die, don't they?
No.
I think it's only core
Core.
that does the chapter banner thing.
Who was they shooting at?
Characters?
Yeah.
I just killed 2 characters.
Oh.
2 assassinate.
To be fair, it was all those Tesla rolls.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's why I
you
shot
just barely killed him.
I shot the Tesla into him because he has an invuln.
Yeah.
And I
It-
shot the
oh, it
murder
makes
weapon.
sense.
Yeah.
I was expecting him to be okay because he's got, what, 6 wounds? But no, you
Killed him.
You Tesla'd into him for a wound, and then
Yeah. I'm going to spend 2 CP down to 7. This unit is going to shoot into the Reavers there.
the 5-man.
For what it's
The
worth,
5-man.
you could have spent the CP to make a -1 to hit. The captain's what he killed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's phobos, so
Okay.
he has
Yeah.
smoke screen.
I didn't think about smokescreen.
I didn't realize it had smoke screen. Yeah. So Reavers.
That'd have been
They used to just have smoke grenades.
So
might
it's
have been a question one. I have 1 CP. I need to save
I
it.
can get 6s to 6s auto wound and 6s get me extra attacks. Is that the combo for the 2 strategies?
So when you spend the 2, you did tell you didn't do. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I've done
So,
talent, and was with the.
So yes, 6s cause an extra hit.
Yep.
And then they also cause an
auto
automatic wound.
Yes.
Just
So
spent
you
2
got
CP for that then?
Yep.
Yep.
And you got to fire at those 5 Reavers.
Yep. And I should.
Okay.
All of them are in rapid fire range, so I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2,
15?
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15.
Okay, so 30 shots.
So Cade, you're down to 8 CP?
7.
7.
You'll be
Mm,
no, I don't think.
I'm in the terrain feature.
Yeah, you're in there. I don't think that'll matter. Yeah, you'll be AP2.
5.
In protocol range? They are not in protocol range.
And that's just my bad for not knowing Necrons too well, but it's fine. I still need to.
I'm screwing up all the Space Marine rules too, so don't feel bad.
But hey, practice makes perfect. So
Oh yeah.
you guys will get your first games in, and then you'll know where to go from there.
Yeah, we'll practice up for the tournament. Then I'll remember all these things like smoke screen, ninja vanish.
Hitting you on
Punch.
3s, rerolling 1s.
Yeah.
So auto wound, auto wound, auto wound, auto wound, auto wound.
You could.
Who's get out? 1s reroll. So those all hit. 1 more miss. And then 1, 2, 5 extra hits. Do I roll for these? I don't think so.
They're auto hits.
They're auto hits. You roll the wounds on them, but not to.
Not great. But a lot of AP2s.
Cade, your big head's in the way.
Sorry. So this many at AP2. This many at AP1.
It's all AP2.
All AP2?
You're all in half range, right?
Oh, wait. Shoot. I'm thinking, yeah, all AP2 because I'm thinking I have protocol, but I don't.
This many at AP2. All right, we got this, guys.
That's a good start, but I don't
That
think
is.
it's enough.
These 4s actually fail. If they didn't, no, looks like I'm pretty much at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fail. And I'm too far from the.
Apothecary?
Ancient.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And the apothecary.
That was at the Reavers, or was that?
That was the Reavers.
Yeah, Reavers doing Reaver things.
Yep.
Like dying, as usual.
Yep. And then let's go into the. What's the most scary thing? Because all I have left is death marks.
I also forgot to use apothecary.
That's what I had.
Into.
They're within 6.
What's that?
Is there apothecary within 6 of the Reavers?
No, he's not under that.
I'll
I
do-
forgot to use it to bring a guy back from the dead.
Oh.
Death marks into. Let's do the. Intercessors.
In Chief Apothecary, you can do that twice, or
He can heal twice, he can bring a model back once.
okay.
10 shots. Intercessors hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
He can heal himself, right?
He can heal anything. As long as it's not a vehicle.
Okay, 10 hits.
Okay.
2 mortals for sure.
Mhm.
And I am in protocol range. So
Yep. So those are AP3.
3.
So we got 2 at AP3.
Which you make
So,
1.
Which I make 1. So 1's dead for the mortals, and then 1's wounded.
So 3 wounds.
Yep.
And then those are your 5-ups, which you make. So
Five.
6 total wounds.
5 ups?
Yeah, because your base.
Oh, but yeah, you solar flooded him anyway.
Yeah. So
So
6
6
wounds.
total.
6 total wounds, and then you roll your 6 of healing pains.
Yep.
Which you make 2, so 2
are
die.
down. And then the ancient gets to fire with 1. I'll shoot back into the warriors, I
Okay.
suppose.
Mhm.
Shoot the Lord.
No, I'll shoot over here because then I won't have the negative.
It's like wide out in the open. Shoot me!
Fail anyway.
Fail anyway.
Okay.
So 2 dead.
2 dead?
2 dead.
2 dead intercessors.
Charge phase.
You killed the
Reavers are
Reavers,
gone.
right?
5 man, yeah. 5 man. But the 1 man I'm charging.
The 1 man you're charging?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm there with a 4.
And
There's another one under there, Mars.
intercessor. No, that's the 1 man.
Oh, there's a single.
There's a single Reaver unit guy. Yep. Making him
Hey!
fight me for that objective,
There you go.
which he is going to do.
Might as well.
Yep.
Did you combat squad the Reavers? Is that why they're
Yeah.
5 mans? Gotcha.
Yep.
That makes sense. Alright, so Kade's going to be moving in here.
Tri-point, yeah.
Okay. Oh man, it's awkward under there.
Can't really see it from our angle, but what Kade's doing is he's moving the warriors underneath into the one
Do you
Reaver.
care if I just move my extra 3 inches now?
Yes,
Just to-
that's fine. So we
Yeah.
don't have to do it again.
Yeah, for time purposes, just
Yeah.
take the full movement now.
7 inches. That
7
way.
inches?
Or 10 inches, whatever.
10? Okay.
Just get me as close as I can to the center. Just keep me in the terrain. Keep me within unit coherency. Stuff like that.
We don't do unit coherency around here.
Just you want to push it like that, and then try to get this guy pushed in this spot.
I see what you're saying. Yep.
Cool.
That'll work.
Lord's gonna charge here and need 11.
11. Sure.
Might as well. Dead if you don't. Probably dead anyway.
Nope. Fine. They will charge.
Mm-hmm. Well, they are going to go through crater.
Come on now.
I have -2 charge. I know that. So
Yeah, so you're going to need a 6. Jeez.
I got
Still
it
good.
8.
So.
So
6 inches.
up here. Up here.
So you can go ahead and fight with them right away. Because, yeah, just go ahead and pile in right away, too.
How many warriors you got in there?
I don't know.
A lot.
I don't know how many can fight. Now, 1 Reaver. Let's see here. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 attacks against him.
Strength 5.
Yeah, it is strength 5. Thanks to a little
That's
bit.
going to come in handy, huh?
Apparently, against this 1 wound Reaver that's left
Cade playing it all along.
all along.
No,
Master plan.
If you need me to punch, I'll punch.
Caesara's had it all worked out.
Okay, so I get
It's like calculated, bro.
2,
Calculated.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 attacks into them, 11 attacks there.
Wherever you want to start.
We'll start there because one Reaver is different than 3
I
Reavers.
can't interrupt that way.
Oh,
So,
then yeah.
warriors into the incursors?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hold steady over there in case I survive. Well, both places, I guess.
And 3s. Wounding on 3s.
Okay.
Okay.
Well then.
Dang, that was pretty good.
3 up saves.
That was over there, right?
Yep. And then 1 fell out.
Yep.
Okay, so
So
1 dead.
One's out.
I'll
Okay.
take that.
Then you can go ahead and fight the other.
And then just make sure I'm tri-pointing you in the end.
I gotcha.
And then 11 attacks there.
That's from who to where?
Other warriors into Reaver.
Okay. So the one Reaver that's still alive is about to take 11 attacks.
Yep.
That's pretty spicy. See if you can hang in there.
With 1 wound.
See if you can hang in there.
Uh,
Strength 5 warriors.
do I reroll 1s with the Lord Aura? Or his...
With his.
You gave
Pick
the
a unit,
reroll
reroll
1
one.
was
Give
it
it
for shooting or
over
melee?
shooting.
No, I gave it to
No,
them.
no, you give it to them.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
It's for melee and shooting?
Yes.
All wound.
Wow.
All wound.
Wow, that's a lot of 6s. Ours needed those when he was rolling Feel No Pains.
Right? That fails 100 times over.
He tried.
bad.
It just,
Well, the Reaver out
he
there.
was overwhelmed.
Where are. I can never find
What you looking for?
the incursors.
They're just like infiltrators, so 2 attacks apiece, +1 for shock assault.
Yeah,
The sergeant
okay.
gets an extra attack.
Yeah, they have blades though. They have.
Combat knives give him +1 attack.
No, they have
No, they have
paired combat blades.
Paragon Blades.
Plus 1 AP.
Okay, yeah.
So 4, so 7 attacks. Hitting on 2s from being ready.
Good point. Yeah. that'll do
5
it.
wounds, AP1.
Hey.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yep.
Got it. So
5 ups.
5 ups.
Take 2.
3
Reanimate.
trying to stand up there.
Jeez.
Okay.
1
I
died.
killed 1.
Mars knows how I feel now.
Yep,
Every
that's-
time I play against Necrons.
Is that how that feels?
Kill them all and they all get back up. Just kidding.
So 1 dies, and then I get reanimation for 2.
You get 2. Yeah, 2 get to move. Alright, and then points.
So pretty much, I just want to make sure you.
I can't move away. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotcha. So
You are tri-pointed,
So while we stand, you also had.
and it works because.
What was your other
we-
secondaries?
My secondaries. I got
so-
2 for assassinate.
What do you have for Purge of Vermin? Mars, what do you have for corners?
Corners are mine.
I'm not here. I'm not there, but I am over there.
Yeah.
So he
So
gets
you
2.
get 4 points for that.
4 points.
Okay. So we'll mark those up.
And it's your turn.
Yeah, goes over to me.
Morale.
Morale on
Can't fail over there. Dead.
intercessors.
Intercessors and Hellblasters.
What about the incursors?
So Hellblasters.
They can't fail. I only killed 1.
So Hellblasters, I have to roll pretty good. I don't.
That's pretty
Nope,
good.
you still wait. You lost 8, so yeah.
I lost 8.
So they
9.
fail. So
they
1
fail, I
runs,
lost 1.
and you have to roll a 1. It dies,
They don't take combat attrition tests. So.
and it dies.
Oh, you kidding me?
They don't take modifiers, but
Yep.
yeah, he
Can't
dies
reroll
and
it.
I can't reroll it. Wow.
That's ugly.
I got the Hellblasters.
Yeah, that's awful because I'm gonna bring them back with it.
No, because that's your unit that kills my warriors.
It is. And intercessors, 5 plus the 3 I lost.
You're fine then.
Oh, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just whittling them.
So going
down,
into
but-
me, I gain a CP. I don't have a captain anymore.
So we're going into
The apothecary, I guess, is going to bring back an intercessor.
Secondaries turn 2.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
He
get
can heal himself.
2 for banners.
Yep, I get 2 for banners. I hold 2 objectives because I still technically hold that one.
Let's give you your CP quick.
Does raise the banner let you hold?
The mission.
2 for
Ah,
secondaries.
mission. That works.
Yep.
What do you have for primaries?
10. I'm holding 2.
Are you holding more than him? Or is he holding 2 as well?
He's holding 3. So I don't hold more than him.
I'm holding 3.
Okay, so movement.
Okay, so looks like you're at 12, Mars.
There. Okay, this is not good.
You said you gained 2 for banners, right?
Yes, 2 for banners.
Okay.
Because I stole the other banner.
So I guess we're gonna have to
Sneaky.
Come at me.
yeah,
No
gonna have
minus.
to come at you.
No shooting at me with minuses. That'll
Yeah.
help.
Yep.
I wish I rolled toughness.
Yeah,
Strength kind of worked though,
Would have been nice.
but he
My
wanted to be
apothecary
punchy,
there, too.
and I went punchy.
Okay, you're at 7 CP?
And
Move my missile guy over here. Touch
Silent
my
King is
train.
nuts for CP.
I'll leave some 3 of the Vindicator.
Yeah.
Okay, the Ancient. I need the Ancient to move.
The ancient to move. Yeah.
Alright, so right now the score is 15 to 12.
Woo!
And we're still in turn 2.
Yeah, bottom 2 too.
2 hours into the game.
Well, it's gonna go a lot faster here, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm so far down on models. Okay, so I now have, or no, I'm in the assault. Okay, so shooting. Don't have rerolls anymore. God, this. So intercessors are firing into that blob of warriors. 4, 8, 9. I have what, 6 left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yes, I have 6 left. So 12 shots. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So 2's will miss.
Oops, sorry. I have a dice box.
So I had 2 misses.
Mhm.
I wish I had a lieutenant.
Yeah.
Wow, the 3s don't wound either.
2.
So 2 at AP 2.
Make 1 into the warriors.
Yep. And he
Nothing.
stands back up. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assault them, so I'll probably do
Oh,
more
it's so
damage.
frustrating playing against warriors.
So can't shoot at them; they're locked up. I need to eliminate that.
You do
flyer.
have pistols.
Yes, I have pistols. Thank you.
Both
Both
hit.
hit.
Mhm.
1 wound.
Fail.
Does get 1. Kills
Dice.
1. Yeah.
Yay! Pistol's doing the work.
Okay, so we got the Hellblasters. We're gonna overcharge and fire at that flyer.
Yeah. -1.
Goodbye, Doomside.
Ooh.
Not re-rolling.
I did overcharge, and I don't have rerolls.
You do have a CP, so you can re-roll one of them.
Yeah, I'll reroll 1 because I think it's. Yeah, I don't want to do the figuring out which guys. Okay, so it didn't hit. But,
So 1 guy dies, and then you get to shoot him again.
1 guy takes a mortal.
Once he's done.
No, he's dead.
They
No,
just
the
flat out
plasma
die?
outright kills him, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the only time it.
Only characters.
yeah,
Certain
characters.
characters get that. Vehicles as well.
So 4 at.
It goes through.
Yeah. So that's 12. Flat 3
which is
damage.
enough. So do I blow up? I blow up.
Oh no.
You do get to shoot again
Yep.
with the 1 guy for sure.
I don't know when that happens though.
Uh,
Let's do the mortals
When
first.
they're completed with their shooting.
Yeah.
When the model is removed from the table.
So, not them, not the Vindicator. So, Scouts, Exterminators, and the Hellblasters, and the
it's-
Ancient. He explodes for D3.
So
Is your
scouts
pot carrying range?
1.
One mortal.
What else is there?
Hellblasters, the Ancient, and the Exterminators.
So
The Eliminators.
the
Oh,
Ancient
yeah.
takes 3.
The Eliminators are gonna be out of range because it's not from
Nope.
the hull.
Uh,
It's not from the hull. It's an aura. They're an area. So it starts from the base. It won't reach up to the Eliminators.
So on the
They
Ancient,
might be off the hull.
Ancient takes 3.
I'd have to check the rule of the Crusader.
Measurements.
Ancient takes 3.
Ancient have 5 or 6 wounds.
5 if primaries.
Probably. Okay, so he's down to 3.
Eradicators.
Eliminators.
For 3.
3 on the red.
Or the Eliminators.
You'll have to check before to find out if that's the hull or not. Because if it doesn't come from the hull, it's not going to hit the Eliminators.
Okay.
They are way too high up for that to happen. Otherwise,
It's from. I'm pretty sure it's from the hull.
some of them are, some of them aren't.
That.
For what it's worth, the Tiger Shark's not.
Okay, and then the Scouts had 1. And the Hellblasters.
1. So I should have killed. You will kill 1 then, because 1 should be.
So he's dead. So 1 Hellblaster is down and 1's wounded.
It'll be a special rule. Just check the special rule to say if all measurements are made from the hull.
It doesn't.
If it doesn't say, then it doesn't count. It's from the base.
Well, it's.
Everything's measured from the base unless it says otherwise. Most flyers are like that too. Very few of them are from the hull.
Okay.
So do I have an eliminator? Is that what you're
No,
saying,
it
right?
would have been on the Hellblasters. Would have took 3 then, because they were after him.
So I have a. I'm just trying to follow you guys where
Yeah.
you decided.
So the Eliminators were
So
ruled
it's-
out, so now it's just the
Okay.
Hellblasters.
So the Hellblasters took 3 instead of their
1
Instead of the
instead of the
Eliminators.
1.
So
So 1 more is dead.
roll me the
2.
2 more for the. Yeah.
No.
Okay. So 1 more dead. So now I have 2 to see if they get to fire.
Yes.
1
does.
gets to fire. I might as well overcharge him and fire at.
The Lord.
I'll Lord. Yeah, I'll
Ace
shoot the
Lord,
Lord.
yeah.
In the box.
He dies again.
He dies again because he rolled a 1. And I don't have rerolls. Okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
Now we have the eliminators.
It's a lot of
the
things killing
Scouts
stuff and then turning around and killing
Don't
other
really
stuff.
have range of anything.
He was at 4 before living metal, right?
Oh, living metal. I
Yeah,
forgot about
so
that.
he's at
He's at
5.
5.
I
I forgot that's a rule.
You're staying out of range of my eliminators, though, aren't you?
Yeah, move.
Yes.
Back.
Okay, so
The Vindicator.
I will have the eliminators fire at the Lord.
The Lord. Makes sense.
I'll use the damage 2 round.
Yep.
The big one.
Yep, that's a sniper round.
So
All
those
hit?
should all hit. Strength 5, I want to say.
Yep.
So I don't think the 3 wounds, but we got 2, and that's at AP 2 or AP 3.
They're AP2, but they're heavy, so it depends on your
It's
die.
at least AP 2, so he fails both.
AP2.
And 2 damage shot, I think, does mortal, so that'll probably kill him.
On a 6, it does more.
He rolled 2
I rolled 2
sixes.
6s.
There
Yep.
you go.
So he's down.
Wow, that was pretty awesome.
Oh, there goes the protocols of range over there.
You can spend a CP for resurrection
I
protocols.
can! It's not worth it. Because is it end of phase he gets back up?
End of phase.
Oh, then yeah. So I'll do it. I
On
have
a 4
CP.
plus, costs you 2 CP, and on a 4 plus, it gets back up.
Yep. Okay. And then we got.
Nope.
He still dies.
Roll the 3.
Ouch.
So
So you're down to 5 CP.
I'll fire the sniper rifles and a frag missile into the warriors over here. So here's the 4 snipers. All of them hit. Just 1 mortal and 1 wound at AP 0.
Into them.
Yes.
So make the save, because 4 up base. No AP.
Yeah, I believe no AP.
Okay.
You are an assault doctrine or tactical doctrine?
Tactical.
Technical.
Turn-
Heavy
turn 2.
shots. So
I don't know if you can spend CP for anything.
reroll because I'm a warrior. And then 1 dice.
And then I have the frag missile for 6 shots. 1 will miss because of -1.
Strength 4.
Yep. 2 wounds. AP 0, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, AP 0.
Maple.
Okay. I have the Vindicator, who's going to shoot at Illuminor again.
Makes sense.
Blink.
2
Hits.
Wounds on a 2.
And wounds.
Alright, damage.
For D3 damage.
I get
3?
save.
It's AP -3. So
I make my save because I'm in cover.
he's
Oh,
got a.
do I ignore-
he's
do you
he's
ignore
got a
cover?
3-up base.
I'm in cover.
He does
Is
ignore
it
cover.
3? He ignores cover? Then
He
yeah,
does ignore
then
cover,
you don't
yes.
make it. Because it's at least AP3, I'm pretty sure.
It is AP3. It ignores cover and ignores invulnerable saves.
So that's 3 wounds.
His specific rules, not the weapon. His
Okay.
specific rule ignores cover.
That's what I'm checking to show.
So I got a 5 for the amount of damage
Yeah,
for
it's
3
part
wounds.
of his always wounds on a 2 rule.
And then I rolled a 1 for the...
Oh, that's a part of the gun, and it says invuln saves can't be made.
No, he's got a rule that specifically says it ignores cover. That's part of his. Anytime it automatically wounds on a 2.
That
and then
ignores the invuln
there's a
saves.
It's like spy mask is what you're looking for.
Spy mask does not benefit from cover. That's so 3 damage.
Yep.
So and then you rolled.
Keep
I rolled a
D6.
1 after that.
So down 2.
You can. I don't know if
Can't shoot
I don't
again
think I
into
can
him.
reroll that.
You can't. And you can't shoot again into the same character.
I don't know if you can or can't reroll that one.
You can't because it's not a damage roll. It's an ability.
Yeah, probably not.
So,
It's a weird rule.
and then I got those 4.
Well, it's a roll on his sheet, not a
It's an
part of
8th
the
edition
weapon.
rule, which is why it's so wonky.
It's not because it's a part of his rule as a character, not as a.
So they...
It's on his the bottom part of his sheet, not a part of any of his weapons, so there wouldn't be any confusion.
They have to shoot into these warriors, I suppose.
Yep.
So,
He can spend a CP to fire a second unit, but that's
so 1 wound and 1 mortal.
oh, man.
So 2 die and 2 die.
Nice.
Hey!
job, Scouts.
Blink, blink, blink.
Yep.
Good job, Scouts.
What gun does the Ancient have?
Ancient's just got a bolt.
Bolter.
Bolter? A
It's
bolt
a-
rifle?
It's a bolt rifle, yeah.
Okay, so he's going to be within 15. So he'll rapid fire. Both hit.
1
1 wound. AP 2.
6 up. 5 up.
Reroll
You're
1.
rolling.
Okay,
One
going down. Does the Apothecary have a gun?
Apothecary does have a gun. He's actually got a special gun. It's a 18-inch pistol, or you can shoot the bolter. Or no, you have a regular Apothecary, right? Not the primary.
Chief Apothecary.
Right, but it's a standard Apothecary. It's
Yeah,
not the
I
primary.
didn't give him anything special.
Standard one, it just comes with a bolter, I think.
Just
It's a bolt. It's a bolt pistol. It's not even a bolter. The Primaris one has a 18-inch pistol, absolver. Yeah, absolver bolt pistol. It's actually
I
got
know
2
he's in
pistols.
elites.
Mars, I'm asking this now.
Yeah.
Is this defensible terrain or no? It's up to you.
No,
Okay.
I wasn't playing it.
That's
Or, you mean defensible?
yes.
Yeah, yes, because I used my reaver that way. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can +1 to hit me.
Okay.
Where?
What are we looking for?
My pistol.
It's just 12-inch range. It's a bolt pistol. For an
Absolver
apothecary.
bolt pistol.
No,
18 inch
you're
range.
a regular Apothecary, not a Primaris Apothecary. You took a regular Apothecary.
You just
Sure.
said
Yeah, your list.
Oh my
is
god, you
listed as
guys
a regular
have
Apothecary.
so many freaking units.
Yeah.
You-
Okay, well just tell me what his gun
It's a
is.
12-inch range, strength 4, AP 0. It's a bolter
One
with
shot?
12 inches. Yeah.
Okay. It hits. It
Doesn't.
fails to wound. Okay. Whole lot of nothing. Alright,
Yeah.
so I believe that's everything. So now we're up to charges. The intercessors will charge in.
okay, I'm spending 3 CP or
3 CP.
so I do 4 CP.
Overwatch.
Okay, well I'm
Yeah.
gonna
I'll do 3 CP to Overwatch.
Okay.
Down to 2.
So you're overwatching for 1, and what are the other 2 CP for?
6 is auto wound, and 6 is extra hit, and I'll set to defend for the +1 to shooting.
And those
Overwatch.
can be used in Overwatch, not just the shooting phase?
Good question.
A lot of them can only be used in the shooting phase, so just double check.
Can't do talent. Can't do
Which one are you trying to do?
He's just trying to see if the talent for annihilation and the other one that allows you to.
Oh, so I
They're
can't.
Overwatch? No.
They're shooting phase only though, I
They're
think.
shooting phase.
So you're down to 4.
Nope, I spend no CP.
Oh, you're not gonna.
I
you're
can't. It
Not gonna
doesn't, it
Overwatch?
doesn't. I'm overwatching, so I'm down to yeah. So
So you are
4
spending
CP.
your
21 on
CP.
Overwatch. Okay.
So you're rolling ones.
Okay, we'll make the
Yeah.
adjustment.
Yeah.
All right, so Cade's back up to 4.
Yeah. Got 5 hits. Oh yeah, defensible.
And then 4s. AP2.
Yep.
Not bad.
So
2.
3 wounds.
3 wounds. Does not feel the pain.
That's
1
two.
will die. Yes, he's in range of the ancient. He is not fighting. Okay.
Layers upon layers upon layers of
So-
abilities.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a sergeant.
All right, so fellows made it in. Who's this? Is your intercessors that are fighting?
Yes. So 3 attack speeds, right?
Yes, from shock spell. +1 for the sergeant.
Okay. No rerolls.
Plus 2 for the
any
sergeant. 'Cause you
retreats.
have a chain sword in the sergeant. I think.
I do?
I think
Do
it's
they come with them, base?
pretty sure
I don't
regular
think they do.
in-
I'll roll an
Yes,
extra attack
yes,
if
they
I need
do.
it.
You can choose to,
They get it for
but
free.
you'd
They get
have
it for
to
free?
roll it separately because
It's AP -1.
It is AP 1, which I can do.
yeah. Otherwise, you could do combat knife for an extra attack. I
You
think.
can't take.
So
a
I guess
combat
just
knife
3 there, and you said he has a chain sword?
on that. He has a chain sword.
It hits. It does wound.
Okay,
AP
so
1.
So 4 total.
fine. 1 dice.
1 dies.
Dies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Killed 5 this turn.
Maximum effort. Minimum
Maximum
losses.
effort. And I don't really have any. Where
Can you
highlights?
scoot me
Fight back.
3 inches
I
closer?
guess.
possibly?
Possibly.
I just want to get.
Oh, I
max-
didn't charge my
Sure.
my character in there.
You want me to roll for
Just
you?
roll, just roll the 2d6 for him.
Yeah,
Good
he
there,
gets in
seven.
So I'll
There
have to
you
fight with him quick. How many attacks does he have?
What is it? Just
Chief Apothecary.
Chief Apothecary. Standard Apothecary only gets 3, I
I
think.
should be able to punch with them all.
So 4 attacks.
Yeah, you get 3 +1 for shock assault.
Okay. Do I hit on 2s?
No.
No.
Hit on 3s.
Nothing. Awesome. Alright,
So 10 attacks into the intercessors.
Okay.
Rerolling my 1s. Wounding you on 3s. So that's 3 wounds on the intercessors.
Okay. Wow.
2.
Awesome.
1
No,
more
there's
dead.
a guy. Does he fight? No. I think I'm. Okay, yeah, another ancestor's dead.
Yep.
Strength 5 warriors coming through,
Mhm.
huh?
Just warriors coming through is what it is.
Yeah. Well, that's that's
I
warriors.
can't kill more than 1 a turn. Or per phase. Ugh. Okay.
They are disgusting.
And then I guess it's your warriors fight over there.
Yeah. Alright, I did roll there, so you can have your attacks.
Okay.
Only 4 or 5.
5 of them. Hitting 3 times. Wounding twice. AP 1.
Fine. Or AP1.
AP 1.
Reanimate.
One
When
dice.
it gets back. Okay.
Blink, 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 blink.
Blink, 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 blink.
Die, get in range to fight. So they're all in range to fight now.
Don't sound so upset about it, Cade. They're all in range to fight now.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 attacks.
16 attacks. Okay.
6, 10, 16. threes.
There you go.
Warriors
Okay.
are pretty good in combat with strength 5.
Well, it's just
Warriors-
the bodies.
Warriors in general are just amazing.
1 damage.
One. So, yeah. Take one.
Mhm.
Piano pig? No, that's the guy who's too far away.
Hey, stand up.
Sadness.
Okay.
All right, points.
Are at the end of the round? Any morales needed?
I don't think so. I lost 2 intercessors.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. So
Well,
Cade,
2 Hellblasters.
whose turn was it? Was Cade's turn or Mars'
No,
turn?
it's mine.
Your turn. Okay, so we're
So-
going into turn 3.
I am not engaging all fronts. Raise the banner and woe standard going on, so nothing. So over to Cade's turn.
I'm doing protocol of the
Conquering Tyrant.
conquering tyrant. So as long as I'm in range, I can fall back.
Okay, so Necrons turn 3.
If you're in range of protocols.
Cade, you're going to gain a CP here.
How long is protocol range?
6 inches.
Yep, 5 CP.
Okie dokie. Now, what do you got? What do you got for primaries?
What do I got for primaries? 3. I do have a morale in the middle because I lost 5.
Okay, yeah.
And a 6 I fail. I don't fail.
All right, so you're going to get the 15 for primaries?
Yes.
He holds 3, yes.
Okay.
How far does the king move?
8 inches.
Yeah, not very far.
I'll advance him.
That's exactly what you're
Okay.
supposed to do.
Extra 4? I want my protocol range.
He moves 8 inches.
So he's hopping here.
Purge the Baron, low stain primaries. Mars, you had 10 for your first primaries. Would you? Okay, never mind.
Yep.
I jumped the gun here.
Haven't gotten into.
So I still hold this because of the mission.
Yes.
Yeah. If you move off it, you still hold it.
Mhm.
At least until he decides to come back and take it from you.
Zeraz is gonna run
Advance with him. Okay.
2, 10. I'll CP it. I want some extra distance.
Okay.
3.
Uh-huh.
11 inches. Gets me in protocol, but I can't heal. Oh wait, it's ends, so I can fall back and shoot. Inches, so here. 5-inch, here 3-inch, here 5-inch.
So Mars, how you feeling about the new leaks for Sisters?
I think they are terrifying.
Kodak's coming out pretty soon here. We got a
I
bunch of
am
new
not
units.
looking forward to facing them on the tabletop. They're already very strong,
Well, so
and I
far
think
you're the one playing them.
they're gonna honestly, with some of the stuff I've seen, I think they're gonna be OP.
They're going to be real interesting, that's for sure.
I mean, obviously we have to wait until the full codex comes out, but
I will be done on them
Yeah.
because they're the only target.
they're the only ones in range. But yeah, as long as they don't like Jack's Battle Sisters up to like 16 points or something silly like that, I think they're going to be ridiculously powerful.
Well, I know some of the holy orders.
You want to roll me 2 dice for? Can you only pick 1 unit once for healing?
Yeah, they're done. You have or for healing?
For him?
No, you can't pick the same one twice.
Okay,
no.
so just roll me 1 dice for how many I
Yep.
get back.
Did he start within 6 inches of them?
I just ended my move.
No, it's in the
Oh,
command phase.
that one's in the command phase.
So
Okay,
command
my
phase.
bad. I'm
Yeah, so-
used to apothecary rolls, so
Yeah.
that's what I was going off of.
Yep, they're not a pass.
Yep, that's fine.
So the only ones you can
So
advance are
his other rule is
Okay, you can only use it on them now.
cool.
Yep.
That's
He's basically done.
basically done. That's
Oh.
fine.
I think you've been forgetting to shoot his staff too.
I advanced him twice, so no.
It's not something.
So Mars, we got those scary sisters rules, and then we got that T5 orc leak as well.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
The T5 orcs. Why is that a thing? Like, they should have just made orcs cheaper. They're the green tide. They're not.
Tough skin, bro.
I don't know.
They're interesting. I think it's.
Hopefully they like make them 7 points and toughness 5. That'd be pretty ridiculous. That would actually be pretty ridiculous.
Hey, I'm ready for orcs to be OP for once.
Yeah. I am very glad about the change because no one runs orc boys right now. And it's sad because orcs are the green tide. There should be hordes of boys everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're not going full in on the green tide, you should at least have plenty of troops.
Oh, yeah. Just thinking about painting orc boys again just makes me.
I'll
nauseous.
paint them. I love painting orcs.
God, I hated painting them.
Orcs are real easy.
That was the-
Green, brown belts,
Well,
bolt gun metal in the guns.
yeah. I mean, yeah, the
And then
basic.
slap them with Bosch.
The basic parts are easy, but then they get a lot of little bits too, like the helmets and the different things on their heads. They got the launchers on their, the Ludas. Their rockets have different things. The stick bombs, different colors.
Mm-hmm.
I think all in all, I put in like 14 different colors on those orc boys that I painted. It was awful. If you want to get them tabletop based, though, that's not too bad. Four or five colors, something like that.
Well, tabletop is still 3 colors. It's just gotta be.
Well, you gotta do the base too.
And the
so,
base.
like I said, 4 or 5 colors.
Hey, the base doesn't have to be colored. No one says it did.
Well, texture paint's still a paint.
Okay, what's the range of this staff?
36.
Very far.
Yeah. It
Eldritch
used to be 18,
Lance.
and it was awful. And then they jumped it back to 36, which it was.
Okay.
So,
Shooty phase.
Yep.
What is the shooting phase? What do we got going on?
I'm gonna shoot the king. If he has any assault guns, which he does.
They're all assault weapons. 18
Except the
inches.
beams.
Yep, they're heavy.
All of his shots into the intercessors.
Because he fell back. Okay.
Yeah, and I fell back.
Yep.
So 3 assaults, hitting on 3s because I advanced. Strength 8, so 2s, both go through. AP 3.
AP3.
So 2 damage a pop.
Straight through.
2 down.
And then you get fatal pains.
Pop carry and ancient?
Yeah, feel no pain. So it'd be 4, feel no pain. So
Yep.
first guy and his friend.
So
No,
2 down.
maybe the ancient.
Got one.
Worth checking.
9-inch range.
Ooh. I think I'm actually. Oh,
Where is the ancient? I can't even see him anymore.
Right.
he's right over there. He's behind the statue.
And then I have the Staff of Stars, which is 9 shots.
Yep.
Oh, the king's finally moving in.
Yep.
Well, he's not as scared.
There isn't a whole bunch of hellblasters anymore to shoot.
Yeah. These warriors and the Mephrid dynasties has just been chewing me apart.
Oh, yeah.
4 hit. 3 wounds. AP2. 1 wound. Takes it.
Takes it.
Okay. So he's 36-inch range?
Yep. 39. Because you're Mephrid. So.
No, no, them. Him.
Him?
Yeah.
36.
Because he's not meant for it.
No.
Yeah, I can hit
Eliminators or the Hellblasters?
or the Hellblasters, which I'm gonna shoot the Hellblasters.
Okay.
And I'm gonna spend a CP to strip their cover.
Okay.
Because that's annoying. For 3 shots.
Still -1, though.
Because I advanced. No, you're not in
No.
cover.
That he ignores my cover.
You're not in
No,
cover.
no. It's a second proc on top
No,
of
no,
the
no. If you're in,
I have to be in cover to get my chapter.
if you're in
tactic.
cover, you get.
Hellblasters are
He
touching.
assaulted anyway.
No,
so
they.
that's
I
what-
use my stratagem. Strip
He-
cover. You
He
get
needs
no
to be in
cover.
a terrain feature, not on cover.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter
because
because I'm already -1.
I know, and that's
Doesn't
what I'm
matter.
saying, though.
So 2 shots. Hitting on 4s, which I both hit.
There you go.
Strength 8, so 1 wounds. Are eliminators T5?
One are T4. They're not.
Yeah, one
they're
wound.
Not Gravis. No.
One wound?
AP4.
AP4.
Yep.
So I'm I don't.
No
no.
cover.
Yeah. So no
So-
cover.
Kill 1.
Kill one.
4 flat damage.
So
Up these guys.
oh, that was them.
Yeah.
Okay. I do get a save.
Oh wait, no, it was the Hellblasters. I'm dumb.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I wanted to get the Hellblasters dead, and then you get your 4 up to see if he shoots.
See if he shoots.
Which
He
he
does.
does.
Hey, one
I
big
can
shot.
still overcharge at.
The king. Are those Maniers dead yet, or are they still alive?
They haven't been touched.
Do I want it? I feel wasted on the king.
Your,
Can't reach
your
the-
Hellblaster into a king? It's not a horrible idea.
Well,
3 damage, too, so.
it does kill those Maniers.
They only got, what, 5 apiece? So, it's a good start on them.
It's either that or warriors. Yeah, I'll shoot at the king. Misses.
I'll do Ancients down to 2?
Yep.
Okay, I'll do 4 death marks into the Ancient, 6 death marks into the Apothecary.
Okay.
Ancient first.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s.
Yep.
Because my rule will be
Plus
done
one,
then.
yep.
Those all hit.
Is that with your -1?
Yep, that's with it.
Yes.
Okay.
And then 2 wounds on.
That's right, they're ballistic, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
2
Two
wounds on the Ancient.
Ancient. Okay.
So goes through. Doesn't have any gold. I don't
No.
think.
He's AP2. He's 3 up armor, so.
Feeling pains?
Out of range.
Oh, that was the ancient?
That was the Ancient.
I get cover
You do?
because of chapter
Yeah,
tactic.
but-
So 1 fails.
Yeah.
So 1 wound.
Yep. But it's 1 damage on him. Done.
Just 1 damage.
Yep.
I was
6 shots into the Ancient. I'll hit.
You're actually -2.
Does it stack?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
It does.
So he didn't die.
So it'd be 3.
3 into the Ancient.
Or the pop.
Alright, pop.
Yeah.
My bad. And
So
1
one goes
damage.
through.
No pain.
In my opinion. Yeah, 1 damage.
Yeah, the might won't be done will counter the 1 -1, but then you also get a -1 for the terrain that he's
Yeah.
shooting through as well.
I did not know it stacks.
Well, it doesn't stack.
It doesn't stack, but it.
they're side by side, so like it knocks
Yeah.
1 out of the way, but the 1's still there.
So like in this situation where he's +1
Yeah.
to hit, it'll actually.
It counters the first -1, but then there's a second one there to reinforce it.
Okay, so you have. I have exactly 10 guys left. Spending 2 CP for my 6s auto wound, 6s double shots. I'm gonna split between the Ancient or the Apothecary and the 2 intercessors there.
Okay.
And I'm shooting at you with a -1.
So 4.
So 10 shots each. I'll do the Ancient first. Or the Apothecary first.
Sure.
Rerolling everything because of
Okay.
6 Harson. And that's
Hitting on 4s.
hitting on 4s, right? Oh, wait, so I would have re-rolled the 3 that I didn't reroll. And then these are wounding on 4s. 2 at AP 2. Makes one, but fails the other. Does he save himself? But he does not. So he's dead.
Apothecary go down.
Yep.
Gene.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, what, did
He's
he?
not at 1.
My bad.
He's at 4. I counted right.
You were going the wrong way. Got it.
Yeah, I was going the wrong way.
Yeah, that one was for sure that way.
Pretty sure he has
So you're
5
both
wounds.
at 1 CP right now?
Yeah.
This is better into the
The ancient is at 1, but he's at 3.
1/6. Means one more hit.
Three.
So 4 AP 2
4 AP 2.
into the intercessors.
Oh, intercessors, yeah. Thought that was ancient.
Takes 1.
Takes 1, yeah.
Feel
Feel no pain? I want to say there's a 1 to down.
and takes it down to 1.
Yeah. Gonna need a morale, too. You know, those 2 wounds are not really cutting the cheese.
Well,
Yeah.
how are we looking so far?
It's not looking good for me. I've taken way too many casualties.
Yeah, those warriors really been doing some major work.
I'm really chalking it up to the Necron Dynasty, the extra AP, and the ignoring cover from not only the Vengeful Stars, but also from the Solar Flare.
Well, the fact that he's even capable of taking you out in combat too is a problem.
Yeah.
The range is coming into play a little bit too.
Well, it always does for Raven.
Well, I mean for him and me, because he gets an extra 3 inches on his weapons.
Okay, for sure. One guy's in rapid fire, so this half will shoot into that one intercessor.
Okay.
Yeah, this half into the one intercessor. This half into him. So I'll just split half the unit into these guys, half the unit into the intercessor.
Okay.
So 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7. So 8 into each, with I get an extra shot there.
So we got
9 shots into the intercessor. 18 shots into the incursors. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. So AP1.
3 at AP1.
That's
I
enough.
guess he's down.
Jeez.
Oh, he's alive with 1 wound.
Hey,
Yeah.
attaboy.
6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
Wow.
That was no good.
Yeah.
There we
Don't
go.
go like that very often. Holy cow.
And that's
There
that.
was that the other last couple turns.
I will charge the Silent King into.
A wall, because he can't move into the terrain.
Were you firing them at a -1?
I know.
If he
I read
don't
that.
fit, he
Okay,
don't
okay.
sit. And it's too tall.
You advance.
I did.
His base literally needs to fit
I'm
on the
done.
other side.
You're done?
I'm done.
Okay, so the intercessor needs
Would you
morale.
like to pile in with your apothecary?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
You do get to fight first.
Yes, and then deadly prize it on your turn. Boom.
You know, it's a possibility.
I mean, they aren't getting back up from that. There's no reanimate.
Alright, so
So you get your attacks, which is 4 because you intervened.
the shock assault works for intervene?
Yep.
Sure does.
Alright, 4 attacks.
There you go.
2 wounds.
2 die.
Actually 3 wounds. P -1. Well, I guess you get to choose the doctrine now.
It's a
He didn't make any saves.
It's still
So
the
2
same
die.
turn,
It's turn 3 now.
but he didn't declare, so I would just assume
Yeah, you would have to
tactical
mention
still.
which doctrine he wants to be in.
So 2 die.
I would stay in. No, it wouldn't matter because I'm down to like heavy weapons, so I'd be in assault.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have heavy weapons left, so.
Inch, 3 inch, 3 inch.
Wait, you got pile into my intercessor?
No, I can't get into the. I could get into the intercessor after I attack. Which I will likely will do. But I think
So
I
what's
can
going
get
on here?
piling.
He's piling in his warriors and he's got to punch my apothecary. With, what, 6 of them?
5 of them, I think. Nope, that's 6. Yep. So 6 guys.
Mm-hmm.
Heading on 3s. Rerolling because of the king himself. 4 wounds. Takes 1.
Feel the pain.
And then I'll touch the intercessor, you get attacks with the intercessor, but you only get 2. 3, because it's a sergeant.
Sergeant, yeah.
And a chainsword.
Yeah,
And chainsword.
so 3.
Well, did you charge with him? Did he get charged?
No, because he charged me.
Interesting. So the intercessor was already
Wait,
in
no,
combat?
he interrupted
So,
into me.
3
I didn't
dice
charge them
and
because
a
I fell back from
chainsword?
them.
So they've been in combat, the intercessors?
I fell back from them this turn. Yeah. So 3 attacks. 4 attacks. 'Cause, yeah. 2 go through at AP1. 2 go through because 3s don't win me.
Nope. 2.
Take both.
Yep.
And I stand back up.
Okay.
And I'm happy where I am.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Alright.
As long as I'm tri-pointing.
Morale in the intercessor. He should be fine.
5, how many died this turn?
3.
I can't
Yeah,
fail
so
with
there's
my warriors.
There you go.
Okay.
Did I whiff over there?
Yeah.
I did whiff.
You did roll a
I
whole
did
bunch of
whiff, yeah.
junk. Alright, so end of turn scoring.
What do we got? We got,
I have 2 corners still.
okay. Did you get anything for Purge of Vermin?
2 corners.
Yep.
So 4 more for that. What about Assassinate? Did you kill a character?
Not this turn.
Not this turn.
Ancient Apothecary still alive?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Alright.
Alright.
So Mars, you want to tell me what you got for primaries?
I still hold 2, so I get 10.
Okay. I want to mark you up. And then,
Yeah, I'm going up to 2 CP.
Yep.
Still kind of battling on over this middle objective. Alright. Going to movement, I suppose.
So we'll add your CP here for you. Kade, you're down to 1, right?
Down to 1.
Okay. Mars got 10.
To go after Luminous Ares.
Did either one of you guys lose any while we stand yet?
I didn't. He did. No, he's not quite yet. Wait, like 1 unit died, so yes.
Was it
Vindicator
Hell
can see
Blasters?
him there,
Yeah.
so don't need to move him. Hopefully the Vindicator can just deal with that.
Probably. He's on the 3 now, so.
So yeah, I guess we'll just stay like that. And if I charge you, it'll give me where I want to be. So I don't need do that. Ancient. Don't really need ancient over there anymore. Let's go ahead and hide him.
So, Kade, what do you think about the sisters and their new rules?
Depends on what everything's like. I'm sure they're going to be a great army because sisters are just.
Well, between that Morgan Vol or whatever her name is, and then
They're going to be
suits
mean,
coming
but I
out.
think they might hit them in different places.
Well, they already
because-
have for sure to
Yeah.
an extent. I wonder, I think the worst part they could hurt them would be that invuln save. But I'd be curious to see what the chapter tactics change
I
to.
want to know if they still have the ignore AP2, seeing how they're getting. I could see them keeping ignore AP1, but I don't know if they'll be up to AP2.
Yeah, so like, wonder if the Magnifier will keep her ability, but then the
They might change
chapter
it.
tactics.
Or
will
yeah,
change.
it's either going to be that way or they change it, or it just doesn't stack.
Funny enough, though, that's not even the most commonly used chapter.
Yeah,
usually
but
Bloody
it's the
Rose.
most commonly used in this meta.
No, Bloody Rose is the most common.
No,
chapter
in
that-
this meta that I play in,
in rounds out
every
here.
single of the like 10 games I've played against sisters have been ignore AP2 because no one
Well,
wants
it's been like
to
that
do
since
anything.
8th edition, too.
All right.
Yeah.
So
A lot of us just tend to use them.
Did you fall back?
yes. Why? What's up?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
What do you mean?
I won't argue.
You stratagem to kill him as he fell back.
He doesn't
Oh.
have enough CP.
I could. No, it's just
Let's see.
intention was to try point, but it's fine.
We'll start with the Vindicator. I'll shoot at Illumina or Xeris.
Yep.
Well, actually, can I pull it off with? No, we'll guarantee it. We'll shoot the Vindicator at him. Do it hits. It wounds.
D3.
Goes through.
For
Yeah.
3 wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember living metal list.
Yep. You can try for Resurrection Protocol.
Can I
One
use that
CP?
stratagem more than
One
once?
CP. You
One
only
per character.
Use it on once per character.
Oh,
1 per character per
I
game.
want him alive, but I lose Overwatch.
Isn't it 2 CP though for that, or is it 1?
Nope, it's 1.
Really?
I
It
want
has
this.
to be infantry, which he is.
He's back.
At the end of the phase, he'll be back.
Yeah. With
Yep.
1 wound.
So let's fire the frag shots from the exterminators.
And it's
into-
within 1 inch of where he was.
He's going to be there. He doesn't get any movement.
Oh, so
If stuff was in his way for whatever reason, then he
Then
would,
you can move him outside. He has to be closest to where his.
you don't get any free movement unless there's enemies in the way. So yeah, we'll use the frag missiles from the eliminators into those warriors.
the frag missiles.
Yeah, the fragmentation shots, the ones that get blast. Or
Okay. Yeah, it's min 3 still.
Strength 5 AP minus.
It's it's been 3.
1 damage.
And with the -1 hit me.
Yeah, I hit
Yeah.
you. I'm just not wounding.
So 1 wound.
Yep.
AP
What she saves.
0.
Yep, those are heavy. So yeah, I guess we'll fire these snipers over here into them, the scouts. So 3 of them, and I'll fire a frag missile.
Yep.
So 3, 2 of the snipers hit, causing 2 mortal wounds and 2
Uh,
2 saves.
There's 3 that can see. Where's the other?
They're touching the wall, so they can see through the wall.
I just don't know where they are. Because there's one.
They're in the back.
They have range and they can see through the wall.
You still have to be able to see through the
You
wall.
need line of sight.
You still need line of sight.
I can't.
You can't shoot through walls.
Okay, well that.
Because I can't shoot them.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't. Because I
'Cause
can't
I'm touching
see
the
them.
wall.
I don't have line of sight on them.
You still have to have line of sight.
I still need line of sight.
Okay, that would have changed the entire game then, because I was playing on the assumption that when you're touching a wall, you can shoot out and be shot at.
Yeah.
Is that not how runes work?
It is, but you still have to
Line
have
of
a way
sight
to
still
see
matters.
through it, because line of sight
You still have to be able to see.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll move
you
them
could
because I have
have
minus
moved
one to
it
hit anyway.
Yeah.
If you'll allow me to do that.
That'll be fine.
I move them like that.
Well, and your hits were not on 3s. You rolled 4s.
Yeah, I
so
rolled
even with
4s.
your minus
So
one, you
minus,
still would have hit.
I already have a minus 1 from the train anyway.
So it still does 2
Okay.
more.
So 2 mortals and 2 saves. I make both saves. 1 stands back up, so 1 dies.
2
3.
die.
1 dies.
2
You
mortal
failed
wounds.
1 save.
Yeah, I got.
So 2 saves. You've passed one of them, right?
Oh, I made all the saves,
You made both saves.
and then I
so then
get.
you reanimated
Okay.
1 back. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, it's only just 1.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, because it's
I
part
thought
of the
you- I thought you
attack.
said you
Yeah.
failed to save. That's my fault.
D6 for the missile. 4 shots. 2 hit. 1 wound.
Hey!
1
That's
dies.
reasonable.
1 dies.
Yep. And I got 4 sniper rifles over there. They will also shoot at those warriors. Making 2 hits. And nothing. I don't want to fire the blasters at them.
Killed the king.
With the blasters?
Yeah!
I mean,
they are 3 damage a pop, right?
yeah, if I overcharge. Which I guess they would have to move too because I can't. Well, there's some windows there.
Yeah.
You'd be fine. But I think at this point, you kind of got to go for broke if you want to make anything happen.
Well, I'm trying to kill these dang warriors to deny. I guess there's still 6 of them.
It would deny me 5 points, but I still hold the center objective.
You would still hold this average objective.
You could like leave 1 alive and then charge.
Can't, because they fell
I
back.
fell back.
You could CP.
Raven Guard
You
can
get
fall
a
back and charge.
He has 2 CP, so he could fall back and charge.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Raven Guard have a strat for that.
Well,
Which costs 2 CP.
I don't need to overcharge. I'm going to fire them at the warriors.
Okay.
It's called like false flight or something like that.
What's
Okay,
your
overcharge.
So
That's 1, so 3.
1, 2.
What's the...
Strength
Yeah,
eight-
2.
Strength 9 actually.
I get my 1 stands back up. 1 dies.
Okay. Awesome. And you said I can spend 1 CP to charge?
2 CP
2
to charge.
CP.
2 CP to charge.
Because
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah, feint,
Fall
it's called
back
like feint
and-
flight or false flight.
I think you get to shoot 2.
Here, let's take a look quick.
I can do it with apothecary, right?
Because, yeah, I think
It's
yours
any,
is.
it's any unit, I think.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do.
But I
so-
think he can still shoot 2.
I'm so defeated over here. I get
False
to,
flight. Yeah, the unit can
Yeah,
shoot
you get
and charge
attack
in this
stats
turn.
there.
2 CP for that.
if you'll allow me to
Mhm.
actually use my apothecary,
To shoot.
well, I get 1 guy back,
Sure.
and then he heals himself if you roll me a D3. I would like to be able to actually use my abilities.
3.
Yeah, okay, so pretty sure he's back to 5.
Alright, so you did spend the 2 to fall back and fire and all that good stuff.
I can do it with the apothecary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Fall back, shoot, and charge.
Alright, he'll fire his pistol.
Absolver, oh no, he's got a regular pistol, so 12-inch range.
It hits.
Keep thinking
It
it's
fails
a
wound. I guess I'll charge with it.
Okay. +1 to hit in melee combat.
Okay.
You there?
Yeah, I'm there.
I had him marked at 1 this whole time. Oops.
4 attacks. 2 wounds. If you won.
Make both saves.
Okay.
Jeez.
I have
Because he doesn't have a melee weapon, does he?
5 guys left.
No, he's got a pistol, frag, and crack.
Okay.
I'm still within
The Primaris one has 2 pistols, but the 1 pistol's only like a 3-inch range.
4 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Reroll because of this. Silent King. 3 wounds.
Gross.
Okay.
Takes 1.
Take 1. Feel no pain. Yeah, I guess I take 1.
Still hold the center.
Is that going to be the end of the turn?
Yeah.
Anything over? You never shot over there.
Yes, I
4
get
shots.
4 shots.
Yeah.
They have,
Rapid fire range.
no, they have pistols.
No, you're not in melee
Oh,
combat.
no, they're in cursors. Yeah.
4 shots.
God, I can't remember. Well, I didn't realize
always
it
hit on
could-
3s.
Yep.
No one's though.
No one's okay. Yeah, I might as well charge some warriors. It's probably a bad idea, but yeah, I get there.
Got there.
3, 7 attacks. Should it be?
Who's winning?
These guys.
Oh.
Because I want to be here.
Yeah.
I'll stay away from the Luminar though, by 3 inches.
Let's be real, they're probably safer in melee than they are at range.
How many wounds does he stand up with? He gets D3 wounds when he stands up.
You got 1.
He got 1. Okay, so he's at 1. All right.
Yeah, this big dice was marking.
So those all hit. Cock tie somehow. So 3 at AP 2.
So 6
Stealth
up.
doctrine.
No 6s. And then 2 stand back up.
Yeah. Okay. Just killing 1 per volley.
Well, 1 per shooting and then 1 per round.
Yeah, I'm
of
killing
combat.
like 2 per unit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then he just heals them back
Up
up. with Sarah's.
there. Up there. Up
Why
there.
don't they do this when I freaking play?
They do that. You just don't realize it.
Yeah, you don't see them at their full potential.
You can't look at your own eyeballs, right?
There's been many a days where a player's been frustrated.
16
watching
attacks. Hitting on 2s.
I mean, he even bombed with that resurrection orb.
Oh yeah.
I think it's coming down to a lot of things. I'm forgetting so many rules. I feel like I'm misplaying everywhere.
Well, I think
First turn
rolling
would have
doesn't
been
help a whole
huge.
lot, but
Oh, wait, no, another 2 in there. So hit on 2s because it's defensible terrain.
wow.
Okay.
Punchy Necrons.
Good rolling for Pungy Necron.
And
I
they
guess I'm dead.
All right. Was that the end of the comments there?
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's one new secondaries here. We're gonna be.
So,
Let's talk this out here. There's nothing else for the turn,
I've-
right? Is it for the turn?
Yeah,
Okay, so
I'm
let's
done.
talk this out here. Next turn, is there any way Cade's not getting 15 for the primaries?
No.
Okay, and then Mars, is there any way for you to stop him from getting primaries again?
I can kill
I'm
his
maxing
warriors,
primaries.
And then you still have all
because
three.
I don't think the king can move on to the objective.
No, he can't because he's too far up. He has to fly up and over.
Yeah, 'cause
No, if I just kill you, I hold the objective until you grab it.
Right, you'll
Yeah.
have to take it back.
That's true.
And that's
But
why I'm
Mars
going to hold
has
it.
now. Cade has this whole unit of warriors that can go over there and do it now
Yeah.
too. So,
Yeah, and I also get 3-inch move
Yeah.
this way.
I mean, I'm willing to give it to him.
so you're gonna get
I-
25. You're gonna get 25. You're gonna max out your primaries for sure. Mars would have to move out all the rest of his heavy units and would be at a -1 to hit the rest of the game for everything. And then in addition to that, he would also need to hold primaries at least 2 more times and not lose another while we stand, which he's about to. I think, right?
Yeah, he's about to
Because
lose
the
another.
intercessor's the last. No, the Hellblasters. And the
Intercessors
Intercessors are the last
and the Hellblasters I haven't really touched much, but I can start touching them now.
two. So,
And his characters aren't really safe.
Cade, go back to your
Yeah.
The,
host.
The
Alright.
ancient's just hanging out over there.
So
otherwise
here's the
fine.
thing. There's nothing at this point that Mars can do to catch back up.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
In
What's
agreement
the
on that?
points right now?
Yes.
The points right now before even giving Kade primaries, unless you have secondaries that I don't know about, which
No.
you just lost while we or engage in all fronts.
Yeah.
You have potential to get 5 more while we stand, or 5 on your while we stand.
Yeah.
And
no, I'm at 10 right now, but that intercessor's going to die.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the 2 intercessors are
You're
about to
gonna lose
die.
that. And then, what was the other ones? Raise the banners. Do you have any banners left? So
I
you
still
get,
have 2 banners.
So like
Yep.
you get 4 more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to
The rest
steal
of the
that
game?
from them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bother over there.
Yeah, unless there's a way for you to max on a primaries, you'll never catch him anyway. So I think at this point you would have to kill all of his while we stand.
Which
And
at
then
this
still-
point isn't going to happen.
Well, right. I don't think he's gonna be able to kill 3. Maybe even 2 wouldn't be enough. I don't think.
Yeah.
So
Just trying to down all these warriors just feels so out of reach for me. And that's really what needs to happen for me to even have a chance.
Yeah, that's why I targeted the assault hellblasters the turn that it mattered.
Yeah, and I knew you would. I was just not expecting that much casualties.
Well, when you get 8 extra.
And then I
AP,
I killed the 2 myself for morale.
Yeah.
All the
Alright.
2 run away.
So we're gonna give it to the Necrons then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I would have killed 2 more characters. Most definitely. Vindicator's iffy.
How would you get the other ancient? You don't have line of sight.
You wouldn't.
I would potentially be able to get there eventually.
Eventually.
I would think.
None of that would even be relevant.
It's not really.
Like I said,
relevant,
he would
but-
still get the 15 for while we stand, so you would have to kill all 3. He would still be up in primaries.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's very little possibility. Everything would have to go perfectly right, and he would have to just flop.
Yeah.
And even then, he'd still probably stay on top.
I
Yeah,
feel I lost
the
so
warriors
much
were
firepower
overwhelming.
into these warriors, which, I mean, I did need to kill them. He's got while we stand.
Mhm.
But just not enough damage going through. I would do like 2 wounds, and those 2 warriors would just come back. And that's if he failed them.
Yeah, and that's.
And-
I mean, that's the unfortunate thing when
And-
it comes to warriors.
Then imagine if I rolled a T5.
Well, and here's what's funny about all this. Like we were talking about, like before the game, how immortals have gotten kind of interesting now because they're cheaper. But you go back and look at like the immortals literally got deleted off the board just from you shooting him, killing hellblasters, and the hellblasters turning around and shooting and killing them in the process.
Well, okay, I will take throwing 190 points at what? 400 point unit, killing them. They killing me with the ancient buff.
Yeah.
If the ancient wasn't there, that wouldn't have happened.
Well, the thing is that the
But also splashing all those mortal
Yeah.
wounds, it felt worth
But
it. to me.
that came into play. You splashed into the captain and killed him.
and I think an argument can be made for immortals to be taken as like kind of a another unit in addition to warriors.
Yeah, no,
I think
like
they're more
I
of a
think it's
supplemental
I think it's perfect
I
to
think
just
the
run
2
them.
and 1 is perfect.
Yeah,
Right.
2 and 1. Yeah,
Yeah.
you run 1 unit of immortals, and if you want to do the Tesla strat, you probably should be met for it.
Yeah, there were a lot of
But-
people talking about how like now that immortals were going down in cost, and there was even some speculation that warriors were going up in cost, that
Mhm.
immortals would
That's
take over the
all
meta.
false,
But
yeah.
I think I don't think running pure immortals is the answer. I think
No.
warriors still give you that base blob that just cannot be removed from the board,
Yeah.
If
and they still put in a lot of work.
if that
shooting
leak
even
was
weapon
accurate, I would say immortals all day long. But
Well,
it turns out it's not. They're still the same points. The only difference is your Tesla's free now.
I think they
So
become
it's a
more.
sideways change. If you want to take Tesla, I'm not going to fault you for it.
Yeah.
It's the same cost as Gauss.
It's an option.
I personally like Gauss better still. The AP2 is just really good, and it's the range too, the 30-inch range.
Yeah,
To reach
no,
out and touch someone.
I would argue Tesla, but Tesla only really works in Mefrit because
I would agree.
getting AP2 on Tesla and then being able to do mortal wounds off of it, it's worth trying at least. It might not be the best. You could throw the gauze and have them have farther range, farther back.
I feel the way you did it is exactly how you would run the Tesla with the fail and like the protocol.
Yeah.
And that's the way to do it, because otherwise, if you're just sitting like on an objective trying to reach out and hit someone with AP0, you're not going to do too much damage.
And then at that point, the Immortals they're probably not doing much more than that, but if it forces your opponent to shoot at them, they're a threat. You have that many Teslas in your face, you kind of have to deal with it, and that kind of buys you a distraction card effects for your warriors. Because if you would have shot at my warriors, they would be dead.
Right. All right. Well, MVPs and LVPs for you, kid.
I would like to say the Immortals were my MVP.
They were very critical.
They killed the one unit that needed to die for me to guarantee me the win in the game, in my opinion.
I would agree.
Yeah, because that unit just deletes whatever it
Deletes
shoots at.
warriors.
Well, most things, but yeah, warriors for sure.
Because if I caught you with your pants down, that'd be 30 shots. Even if you were in there, that'd still be...
I don't even get saves.
You don't get saves?
I don't get saves.
Yeah, I could...
I get -1 to be shot at. That's my saves I get against it. But that's not really enough. Me being able to snipe the characters, that also helped.
Death Marks did some fun stuff this game.
Death marks are good.
Death marks
Yeah.
do death mark things.
Yeah. They're not. I wouldn't say they're the best unit, but they're consistent. They do.
Yeah, they're consistent. I don't think they killed any characters themselves.
Well, also, I didn't roll any 6s against the
you,
2 characters they shot.
You weren't really targeting characters.
Mars, on the other hand, when it came down to sniping, man, he was on point with
Yeah,
but it's just
those scouts, man.
Those scouts
They were doing some work.
They were trying their hardest.
Well, 14 points.
Yeah.
16, I want to say, with the sniper rifle.
Well, camo close.
But yeah.
That too, yeah.
I didn't give him kind of.
But
because I'm Raven Guard. I don't need.
I hope you were happy
You
with
say
how I played the king.
I'm not. He just kind of sat there and said, "Go get him, guys."
Yeah, well,
Like,
that's the thing. You don't
what did
need
he even do? Like, not until that last turn did he actually do anything.
He buffed my units
gave
so
some
that I got
rerolls.
rerolls. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, if this was like an Overlord or a Catacomb Command Barge, you could have done the exact same thing. There's nothing he did this game that you couldn't have done with a much, much cheaper choice.
Well, I mean, he did give 3 CP to Kade, which Kade has been floating on.
Unless you want to
Literally
count
burning CP
yeah,
all
no,
game
the
long
CP,
and never running out.
it's
the CP.
God, that was frustrating
he
watching that.
enables you to be able to use your army as efficient as possible for longer, and that's why I would argue that he has potential of being a decent army, but you have to build it in a list kind of like this.
I found the most amusing thing about this game is you could have taken him completely out of this list, and you still would have been in a similar situation.
Exactly. That's what. Like,
But not
it
just
wasn't him.
But
The
I wouldn't
command bard,
have
any
had the
other character.
CP that I had.
You'd
I
have
would
3
have had-
less.
There would have
Yeah.
been probably a couple more models left on the board after all.
You would have had 3 less CP.
Mhm.
Which
But-
is that worth 450
But to be
points?
fair, I mean, you would have replaced him with a bunch more units that again wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, essentially, you could drop this list down to 1,500, not take the king, not take any of the other extra 500 points, and still would have done the same exact result, just about. I mean, with a few rerolls, give or take.
Yeah. But
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
happy with what he did.
the funny part is the king now for the next 2 turns is unchallenged. for the rest of the
Unchallenged,
game.
untouchable. He can go do whatever he wants now.
Yeah,
He can go
well,
shoot at things with his big cannon.
I feel like that was the
The
thing.
game's
is
already over, but
the Warriors were just walking over me, all the troops and stuff.
Yeah.
So now the king is unopposed.
And that's kind of what you have to do. You have to whittle down your opponent's army before the king can go out and do stuff.
I think
Honestly,
you
I
probably could have afforded to take him out of turn sooner, but
Yeah.
I think with the fact that he wasn't able to target him with the Hellblasters made a pretty big impact.
That's a good question. Like you felt like you were afraid to move him out because I was going to snipe him.
The snipers wouldn't have done much, but the Hellblasters
The Hellblast.
would.
I'm scared of the Hellblasters until I knew
Yeah.
your
20
at
Hellblasters,
least one
vicious.
unit was dead. I don't want him out because I have 5 points on the line with him.
That's true.
Um,
I knew I wasn't afraid of those doom size. I just popped them like a zit.
I actually was very impressed with those. I've been wanting to try the heavy Hellblasters for a while now,
everyone's a
but
good.
I can't. No, I haven't used them yet. I just can't justify giving up the 3 shots for 1 shot because it's. I mean, even though it's a more concentrated, high-powered shot, it's like, well, if you miss, if he makes the saves, the assault intercessors or the assault Hellblasters just get rid of that. He's got to fail enough saves where they're going to lose their unit.
Yeah.
But with that limited strength, though, makes a pretty big impact as well.
Yeah. I feel.
Those doom sites just off the board.
I feel the
quality over quantity.
Yeah. I feel the
In that case, case, it was definitely.
The heavies probably were bad because I was so stationary with a lot of units. Like the snipers are staying stationary, which is probably all I need to stay stationary.
Mhm.
I could have just easily have taken those Hellblasters and made them the assault variants.
And that's
They would have been
what
just
I-
as effective against the flyers, and I would have a lot.
You'd
I'd
have
be
to
able to move with
overcharge,
them.
and you'd be more
I'd
at
have to
risk,
overcharge,
but
but
yeah.
You would have killed them, but you would have had a lot.
And you're only
A
wounding
lot
on
more
4s
shots.
then, but yeah.
I'd have a lot more shots. It's less damage, but there's still damage too.
It's 3 times the shots for just
Yep.
barely little less quality.
And it'd be still speed strength 7, so I'd still wound it on 3s.
I don't know if you need to run 2 in a Raven Guard list, but
Yeah.
definitely running 1 Hellblaster squad and having
I-
the ability to put them wherever you want.
I definitely felt like them just camping out there
Yeah.
was not good.
They're generally
I should have
not
been
even
moving them
like,
forward. Like I could have been moving them this way,
Yeah.
help with that
Well,
objective.
for RG, and they're generally not even like the standard unit that people would take in their Marine list.
No, they're pretty
It's-
awkward, but
it's
That's the
just
thing.
that-
You didn't even need to throw anyone over there because you already had it.
yeah, well, yeah, for this mission,
Well, and Hellblasters aren't the most efficient units.
I could have been
for point
moving
cost.
this way.
You could have gotten away with running 12 eliminators and would have done just fine.
Yeah.
I could argue
Or sorry,
Van
nine
Vets
millimeters.
too. Van Vets are really
Yeah.
good, at least currently. They're
Oh,
going,
Vanguards are amazing.
and they would do
But,
similar, but in melee.
But yeah, like I say, you
The problem
look,
with Vanguard is whether or not you can get them there. That's always been their issue, really.
Well, that's the thing. Raven Guard, you can do it.
Not
pretty easily.
necessarily as well. I mean, they can skirt across the board pretty
Yeah.
quick, but they are a risk. White Scars and Blood Angels, they'll get there. Other armies,
Well, no, from Deep Strike Vanguard. Well, Raven Guard aren't bad at it either because you can give rerolls for everyone charging the same unit. You can give.
they can get reroll charges, yes, but
Yeah.
there's not really a whole lot you can take for like +1, +2 to charges.
You,
You can take a Chaplain, but Chaplains and Raven Guard's kind of silly.
I say you play them differently, but similar to how like White Scars and them they run it because you still split the unit. You probably run a 10-man, but you play them more defensively because you want them to get you points.
Well, what's nice about them is that they're firstborn, so you can still utilize all the stratagems that the
Yeah.
firstborn benefit from that
Mhm.
the Primaris do not.
Yeah.
The
But-
one thing you can't do with them, which I wish you could, is use Temporal Corridor on them.
Mhm.
Because if they were Phobos, they would be shooting across the board turn 1
Well, yeah.
and be untouchable.
You can still
so
Master of Ambush them.
They
You
still
can
go
still
pretty
move them
far.
across the table.
Yeah.
You can put storm shields on them. You can make them go hold
You
objectives
would
and
put
not.
storm shields on them, yeah. Absolutely.
But you running them defensively isn't a horrible option with
Not at
them.
all. Well, and they're great for deploy scramblers. They're great for dropping down on objectives and just keeping things from coming in.
They're
and
great
getting
for
them.
Raise the Banner. They're great for Van Vets are really good, and that's probably why they're going up in points. So a lot of people have been running like 3 squads of 10, splitting them up for While We Stand, and
Yeah.
that's kind of why they nerfed it. But it's also
I've been a fan of Vanguard since prior to 8th edition Codex, but they definitely have improved, especially when they got that second wound.
Yeah.
It made them usable to the point where people really liked using them.
Mhm.
So
And
you almost never saw them before that.
I'm excited for Raptors. They're weaker Van Vets, but
Well, they're assault marines,
they're assault
so
marines.
that's exactly what Vanguard veterans are. But Vanguard veterans have the options of like 5 different weapon options.
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah, we
exactly
don't
the
get.
same as
Well, we don't get storm shields, so
Right, so that's what I'm saying.
That-
they're
that's-
the assault.
yeah.
They're the assault marines, which
Mhm.
are the fast attack version,
Mhm.
where Vanguards are the elites.
all the Vanguards are elite. Yeah, I
They're basically assault sergeants.
Mhm.
So yeah, they get the option of taking like 5 different things. Where
Yeah.
your
Raptors,
assault marines can still take,
like
they get
the
like
melee
a chainsaw
weapons.
and all that cool stuff.
Well, I think you can maybe kit them. I know you can get at least plasma pistols on them and stuff like that, but
One of them can
No,
take a plasma pistol.
no, I think the unit can.
Unless
One
they
of them,
change
no,
the
one
force.
of them can put. One of them can take a plasma gun.
I think you get a special weapon. You might get a heavy weapon, and the sergeant can take a pistol of some sort.
No,
I don't remember exactly how the assault.
I'll double
marine-
check,
the
but I
assault
think
rifle
it's everyone
works.
can
They're
take a
pretty close to
plasma pistol.
Well, we got the page right there. Let's pop it open quick. I'm pretty sure that there's they were very limited in what they could take. That's why I never.
No,
used
not
them.
Van. I'm talking Raptors.
Well, no, Raptors can take up to 3 plasmas. They get a plasma gun, a plasma pistol, and a plasma gun.
they get 2 special weapons, and then the leader can take a plasma pistol.
Up to 2 Raptors can replace their bolter with a special plasma pistol and/or one of the special weapons.
Right.
So yeah, you can get a plasma pistol and 2 plasma guns. So you can get 5 plasma shots.
Yeah, the Assault Squad can only get flamers.
Assault Marines get plasma pistols as well.
Yeah, plasma pistols, yeah.
Yeah, they can
But
swap
they don't
out.
get plasma guns or melta guns.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How about those Venom Crawlers dropping down to 110?
Oh, I'm so excited
They're
for that.
so good at 130.
Well, they're great at 130, especially with the Demon Forge stratagem.
There's the Demon Force stratagem, and you can park them
I
next
don't
to a
think-
greater demon.
I
They'll
don't
be strength
think there's-
9 guns.
I don't think there's quite enough support for demons yet, but if the Demon Codex comes out and makes it better, or some of the Astartes stuff buffs them a little
Well,
better,
it's-
then they'll be amazing.
No, they need their Death Guard, Defiler level. Make them base 3 for hitting, not degrading, and
Well,
hopefully
they were-
not degrading as They just
I-
degrade in the worst possible
Well, they
way.
were perfect. when
Venom
they-
crawlers?
No, Venom Crawlers are okay. I'm talking like Mauler Fiends.
Yeah,
Forge
Mauler
Fiends
Forge
are
Fiends.
rough.
They are affected pretty heavily.
The Venom crawlers, I feel, are just outrageous for 110, especially when you take a Master of Possession and you use Cursed Earth. This is a 110-point model with 4-up invul now.
Yeah.
Its ballistic skill doesn't degrade. You can park it next to a greater possessed. It'll have strength 9 guns.
It's got,
Without
it's got
B3
some
damage.
great stuff. You just
Yeah.
need to support it properly.
And that's the thing about demons. The more it's all about your buffs, all about your psychic
That's
powers
right.
going off.
Yep, that's
But overall, I feel like Venom Crawlers are just like a middle of the ground demon engine. Like
their
they're
biggest
good.
problem
I
is they
personally
only
think
have.
they're the best demon engine.
I don't. I like running the Scorpion. I could argue the Scorpion's better than them.
Well,
Scorpion's
the
Yeah.
best-
great now.
The
That's
best,
that's a super heavy.
the best demon engine is the character.
The best
one on
demon engine
Hellstalker?
is the Corn Lord of Skulls.
Yeah.
If we're adding super heavies.
Well, no, for points wise, in terms of efficiency, the character and the Hellstalker, Lord Discordant is.
Oh, the Lord Disco?
Lord Disco's great.
bonkers.
Point for point,
I-
he's the most efficient
He's bonkers.
demon engine.
I could argue that the Lord of Skulls is the most efficient.
Well, you can't. That's 400 or 500 points.
If you support him. Like
You
if you're
don't even
using
need
psychic
to.
powers
All
and
you have to
characters
really
and stuff.
do is just go walk up to
No,
someone.
you don't need to.
They degrade you. Doesn't matter. Demon Forge. Reroll everything.
Yeah,
you
when
still
you hit
kill
him with
Magnus who's double
stratagems
buff.
and like a warp time, he's just blitzing across the table.
Yeah, I
Well,
suppose. you can warp
Downars
him.
used to be able to do that. Now
You
they
know,
can't
he
do
gets
any of that
buffed by
anymore.
all your characters' abilities.
He used to be able to stack everything on Downars too, and you know
Good.
that made it 1,000 points worthwhile. But
Well, it was also more than.
now they're like, nope, just kidding. Yeah, it was like 100 points more.
I want to see the rules before you diss it. I think it's perfectly fine. I think the weapon on top you use is
I mean,
meh.
even in tournaments with Downars using the Pulse Blast or whatever, that the blast cannons still don't do that much. They're all right, I mean, but
Like I could see it consistently killing 2 knights if you roll decent.
you have to roll pretty well. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, statistically speaking, you can kill 2 knights, but
And then if you support
they
it right.
they hit it pretty hard when you got rid of all the reroll wounds and all the other stuff that you used to be able to get. I don't know. It is what it is. It's 1,000 points for
Well-
something that you're not going to play very often.
It's also 1,000 points for a codex that isn't updated enough to be able to use them right. Because
Well,
we don't know
And
what
nobody
they
should really be spending 1,000 points on a model for a 2,000-point game either. So
that too.
I mean, there's an argument to be made that even knights are overcosted.
Well, I'm 100% fine with armies that run one super heavy, and then I just hate that they make
Makes
it
it with
hard.
guardsmen.
Well, it's not as bad now because you don't get a million CP for throwing the one castle and knight in a detachment because you're
Well,
losing.
That's why you don't see anybody run those lists anymore.
But I felt one big unit with build an army around. I like that play style. I don't think it should be nerfed where you have to pay 3 CP and you don't even get your traits.
Yeah, I always preferred knights when you would take 1 or 2 of them and they would be a complement to the rest of the army.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of when they made it like their own army altogether.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that kind of ruined the whole point of them, but whatever. It's a game. GW is going to add stuff. They're going to sell money. You know,
Yeah.
if they can sell it, make money off of it, they're going to do it. So, except for the Primarchs, that's the one thing they won't do. They can make so much money off Primarchs, but they don't want to do that either. So, they're like,
I
yeah,
think they're just like waiting.
we'll wait
Why?
20 years down the road.
Like right now would be perfect. The
No.
Silent King's back, Shadow Sun, like all
the
these big
Primarch
name-
is the ace in the hole for GW. So when they start declining in sales, then they bring out a Primarch because everybody will buy them.
I don't think he's wrong.
Their stocks will go right back up again. That's essentially.
They can at least throw out some more. Like
Yeah.
Angron,
Well, you got what?
Fulgrim,
35
Lion.
years of 35 years of Horus Heresy literature out there,
Mhm.
and right now you have a total of 3 Primarchs that were brought out in the same year, and then they just haven't been touched since.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
And they're bringing all these huge name characters back. They made Ghazghkull, they got Abaddon, they got...
they got so many more to go through before they get to Primarchs again.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's-
once all armies get them, why shouldn't there be the Lion out? Or why shouldn't the rest be there?
Because they can make a whole new line of Space Marines, right? You know, they can just drop a whole new, like, they got Primaris Marines, now they can make, like, Super Primaris Marines, and, you know, they already got Toughness 5 with all their
they already
Gravis
have
armor,
Super Primaris Marines. They're called Heavy Intercessors.
which, yeah, you won't, I seriously doubt anybody will actually play them. They're alright, but 9th edition, the way movement works, they're just not ideal.
Well, I could
I
see
think
an
they're
argument
interesting,
for
like,
running at least one.
maybe a single unit of them would be worth it to like park on an objective.
Mhm.
But the fact that now they can't move the rest of the game, all of a sudden it's like, well,
Oh,
I don't know.
that is a viable strategy. You throw one unit on this objective that no one's going to really want to mess with Toughness 5 Intercessors holding your backfield objective.
Yeah, but they're kind of expensive for a unit that can't fire at anything now. I
Well,
mean,
just they
if they get
have
line
the
of
range.
sight-
Just use them.
Right.
Use the range.
Yeah. I don't
So,
know. But that's yeah, I don't know. I'm sure that, you know, with all the new stuff coming out, we're gonna see some new changes. I'm hoping the meta shifts away from Jakari being like everybody's bane of existence right now.
I think the fact that Sisters
Admech
and Admech are coming out at
Well,
the same
Admech's out,
time.
and they're
Yeah.
extremely powerful.
Well, Admech was like one of the best counters before their codex against Drakari. With those two being out, I feel like it's a
Admech's in a weird spot too, because like everything that they got was really good, but their Canicles and they're split up from
Yeah.
the Skitari rules now.
it'll take a while for
It's a
people to
lot
get
of
used to it.
balancing to make them work.
Mhm.
It's very interesting how they work, but they're going to be a good army. Once people master them, they're going to be incredibly strong.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
Sisters, I'm expecting the same thing because they were already great in the 8th edition, early 9th edition.
Terrified
I'm
of Sisters.
hoping that they don't just overdo it. They're already good.
Well, they definitely already showed some things that they balanced.
Mhm.
There are a lot of units that are going up in points. I don't think
Okay.
Battle Sisters are particularly, but there are a lot of other units that are going up.
Yeah.
And they're also limiting a lot of stuff that they can use in terms of like their stratagems and
Yeah,
stuff.
because they could get pretty bonkers.
Yeah.
And
You know, they've previewed a lot of stuff that they're adding to the army, but they've also shown a few things here and there that they're taking away. So I expect them to just kind of shift sideways rather than improve overall.
yeah, I don't think they're going to get any
They'll just be
worse.
I think they'll be very versatile because they're adding all these new units that kind of can do other things. So it'll be real interesting to see how they play out.
They're Space Marines, but they're one-rune Space Marines, and they're
Well,
built-
they're cheap compared
they're
to Space
built
Marines,
to
too.
be one-rune Space
Yeah.
Marines.
If I was playing Space Marines in this, or Space
Sisters?
the battle in this fight, it would have been a whole different ballgame.
Oh, it would have, for sure.
Valor's Heart would have just shut you down.
Well,
Just shut
you
down.
wouldn't have lost any models, but I don't think he probably wouldn't have either. You guys would just sit and butt heads and do no damage to each
Yeah.
other.
And if you were running that, I would have been sad because I would just continue to complain that everyone runs Ignore VP2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
right now it's-
Frankly, I'm excited to see what the new, like Ebon Chalice and all the other ones that aren't being used, because Valorous Heart and Bloody Rose are the only two you see, really. And honestly, I think there's an argument to be made for the other ones, too. It's just that they don't quite have the support yet for it. So.
Where I'm sitting here looking at those new orcs, and I'm like, I'm glad I started this army.
Yeah.
T3 Grots.
Well-
Get wrecked, guys.
well,
Get
we're-
wrecked.
We're definitely going to be
Well, when
excited
you're
to get...
spending 5 points, they need to be toasted.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely excited to get orcs on the channel here before long. Cade's
Oh,
got to get his grots all
Working
sorted out.
on them.
So in terms of what's coming up, guys, just so everybody's aware, we do have the tournament coming up again. For those who haven't been here throughout the whole thing, So tournament will be coming up in probably 2 weeks here. We're going to be doing an Eldari game against Kade and whatever he decides to play. And then after that, the tournament will start. It's going to be 6 games in total. No, it'll be 6 armies in total. 2 armies per player, and basically we'll just be duking it out to the end. And in terms of like if one player keeps winning with both armies, well, at that point another person will take over that army. So that's kind of how the thing works. But we're going to be debuting Tyranids, Orcs, and Space Wolves on the channel before long here. Probably the Tyranids and the Space Wolves during the tournament. So something to look forward to. Another thing I want to mention too is that we do have Saturdays is more or less solidified as our primary days for shooting now. So you guys can catch us here on the channel around Saturdays, and then depending on how things shake out, we'll be doing weekdays sometimes as well. So you guys can catch us next Tuesday. That'll be the Eldari game, and we will see you guys then. You guys got anything else you want to add?
Nope.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for joining the game. Actually, you know what, Mars? One thing we didn't catch was what your MVP was.
We didn't do LVPs either.
So the LVP, I feel the Reavers didn't really do anything but get shot. I mean, they were just kind of targeted right away.
They're
so
still bad.
they didn't really get to do it.
I mean,
I don't know if that's just
I
me
would say
because
Space Wolf Reavers is maybe an argument, but that's about it.
I don't know if it's partially me deploying them wrong. Intercessors
It's not you.
were really underwhelming. I killed like 1 or 2. Like I'm expecting their bolt rifles just to gun down warriors and to kill like 2.
Well,
And it's like, what the heck is going on?
To be fair, you actually shot and did a lot of wounds. He just made a lot of his reanimations.
I made a lot of reanimations.
Yeah, so I guess just from rolls, they were really underwhelming.
That
my
first
MVPs
round where I lost like 14 of them and I get half of them back. Yeah.
My MVPs are going to be the heavy Hellblasters.
Yeah.
They
knocked out those Doomsides.
They knocked out those Doomsides. Just boom, boom, they're gone.
Yep.
I still feel like I'd rather have them be the assault ones. They would have just killed them just as easily, I feel, in my opinion.
I'm happy
30
with
shots,
the
15 hits, wounding on 3s. That'd be like 10.
Yeah.
10 at 2 damage. That'd be 20 damage. They'd have killed it easily.
Yeah. The fact that they cost the same exact amount as the assault ones, I think that's what makes the assault ones so good, because they're still getting high quality shots for relatively triple the number of attacks, which is pretty insane. So.
I would say my LVP is Illuminator.
Luminar Xeris?
Well, he did what he needed to. He got his buffs
for
out.
160 points.
Hey, to be fair,
it's
he
like,
got back up too.
He got I am perfectly happy with how he performed today. Yeah. It's just the buffs that I got. I'm like, both 8+1 strength.
It's rough.
I mean,
you made it work.
It made it work.
Funny enough, it worked out.
Yeah,
it was unintentional, but it worked.
Yeah, no, because typically when you run him, you either want the +1 ballistic, which is kind of the okay option. It just means you don't have to my will be done that unit as often. Yeah. But you really want that T5 warrior squad because no one's punching through T5 warriors.
T6 death marks.
You want. You don't really want to do the T6.
Yeah. But if you roll the 1 on them +1 strength, that would feel awful.
Well, like ballistic skill, what's that going to do either? They're already ballistic.
They can then move and shoot.
No, because it doesn't give them +1 to hit. It just makes it ballistic skill 2, which
it makes them ballistic skill 1.
Does it just improve by 1? I thought it just set them to 2.
Skill 1.
Like, then it would be decent.
I imagine you can make a unit ballistic skill 1.
I don't see why not.
I mean, they still fail to hit on 1s, but
yeah.
At best you can hit on 2s no matter what.
But I mean, he's an awesome character. I love characters like that. Permanent buffs on units that normally don't get those kinds of buffs.
Well, and funny enough,
I just have a few gripes with him.
It oddly worked out in your favor to get the buffs you got.
Well, I mean,
you didn't need the toughness, clearly. You didn't lose enough warriors fast enough for it to matter.
I was going to force it. I got the strength. You know what? I can go fight Marines. I wound you on 3s now.
Yeah.
That makes them more reliable.
I've also found that Necrons, a lot of Necron players, like they have a tendency to like sit back and let people come to them. And I feel like obviously because
He was advancing a lot.
they don't want to be tied up. But I think what's funny is Necrons actually perform really well if they are aggressive and push out. Even if they get tied up, it's irrelevant because all they do is sit on objectives and hunker down.
Well, yeah, I wanted to get tied up so that he wouldn't be able to shoot me as bad.
Yeah.
And I'm strength 5.
Normally, he would want to be tied up with you because he does better in combat, but
When I'm strength
Not in
5.
this case.
Yeah.
Not in this case. Not when I'm failing to wound you.
Yeah.
I'll rapid fire you with bolt rifles and then charge you and
Right.
still not do any damage.
But, like, looking at this, how do you feel about toughness 5 orcs with these Marines?
Toughness 5 orcs. Yeah, think about that.
That's...
Wounding
I'm happy
orcs
they got it.
on 5
but
plus.
that's,
I mean,
I think it's interesting.
I was
when you
never
do wound,
thinking
they're dead.
they
They're
would
not getting a
actually
save,
do it.
but still.
I never thought they would have done it, but they did.
It is very bizarre.
It's awesome.
I like it.
They deserve it. Like, it gives them it's basically their second wound.
Well, it gives
Yeah.
them a basic troop unit with a toughness of 5 for what, 9 points?
They're 8 points. If they make them 9, oh.
Well, even 9 toughness 5.
Toughness, you're wounding them on 5
Rax?
Marine.
Rax are toughness 5.
Yeah, but Rax don't have a shooter either.
Yeah. Rax,
They
you
don't-
don't.
they shoot
can
better.
shoot.
Rax, you don't put in squads of
They
30.
have liquefier guns.
Yeah, but you only get 3 or 4.
You can put them in squads of 20.
But you get 20, you get 30 orc boys.
Yeah.
Orc boys are probably better than them in combat.
Oh, far better.
4 attacks with the. Is it 3? Or they're 2 base.
It's
Rax
2
get-
base plus 1 for the chopper.
At
and
AP
then
1
plus
now.
1 for gas.
Yeah.
Plus
Rax are
1
AP1.
for.
Well,
You get
no.
3 attacks. So you get an extra attack, but worse ballistic skill.
Yeah, but you also get Daka Daka.
If they
yeah,
keep
they
Daka
do
Daka. They might get a new army rule.
I don't know.
Well,
I think everybody loves that too much.
yeah. It makes shooty orcs a possibility.
Yeah, that's the
It-
thing. It's
it
like
makes
the only
sense for
reason
orc
shooting
boys.
orcs works.
They're very resilient creatures. You know, they're, as Gaskell says, you got to take a bolt around or 2 if you want to win a fight. So it makes sense for them. When you do wound them, they have T-shirt saves. They're going to die.
Yeah.
So
Custom force fields. Drinks
yeah.
all around.
they still don't
We'll see if
care.
that sticks
Or
around.
pain boys, or
Yeah.
like you give them feeling pains, and
Things like
you want those kinds of buffs on big units.
things like las guns and assault cannons still don't care.
Yeah.
Whether they're strength 4 or toughness 5. So it makes sense.
It's only for like light arms fire where it's going to make a huge difference.
It's those strength 4 weapons.
It's Marines. It
mostly just those
hurts
strength 4.
Marines a lot. You can go around it. You're
It
gonna
hurts
want.
fire warriors a lot too.
Yeah.
Going from wounding every unit in the game, every infantry unit in the game, that's a basic infantry from
Yeah.
3s, now all of a sudden doing it in 4s. Fire warriors just became a lot worse.
Yeah.
And
But-
they were actually pretty good at it.
Well, hopefully they'll buff Fire Warriors. Hopefully they'll become like AP1.
Yeah. Well, I'm not counting on it.
It'll be.
No point reductions for Tau. They got 3 models that got reduced.
Yep.
I'm interested with how they change Tau. I want them to change Tau. I don't want them to be the same. What they are now is just a bunch of rules that I think make the game unfun to play against them if people are building around those rules, which are the way to build an army if you want to win games right now. So
But yeah, I feel like I learned a lot playing the Raven Guard today.
You do pick up a lot when you're playing a new army,
There you go.
especially Marines.
You learn more from your defeats than your victories. I do feel confident playing them in the tournament.
yeah,
I just need a little more practice, and I need to build my list a little better. I feel.
Yeah. There's some
Huh,
things you
it
can
I feel
wasn't-
like this was a good trial run.
honestly, with this list, I don't think there was anything wrong with it. It's just
I would argue your problem was secondaries more than anything.
Nothing felt good though to take. Like we were talking about it.
Yeah.
well,
With Raven Guard, arguably you want. Well, this mission objective would have been
you run
great.
engage, you run raise the banners.
Well, engage is nice for Raven
Well, I had
Guard.
Raise the Banners. I had engage.
I honestly don't like raise the banners for them because you have to take actions. This army can't afford to stop, and they have to keep go go go. So raise is not a great one for them.
I
But-
argue you don't need. I see the
regular
game. I
Marines,
see the game
yes.
differently than you, but I'm also like a Night Lords player and how
The
I
Raven
play.
Guard are oppressive. They have to be aggressive in order to win.
You don't have to be aggressive. You just need to take control of the board and win the game by just being stealthy and.
Well, he could have taken Oath of Moment, and then if he would have
Yeah.
taken the mission objective,
But then I
then you
couldn't
would have
take
had
Log Sam.
you would have had to focus on the center. But as long as you stay in the center, you gain all your secondaries, and you'd win out on primaries too.
I tried staying in the center. It didn't work.
Well, yeah, it was the tactic of how that all worked out.
Yeah, so I don't know if that was maybe what I was doing wrong. I was trying to play Space Marines like Necrons.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're a different beast entirely.
To be fair, I mean, you did build the list to the secondaries that you took. Like While We Stand, you had all these 10-man units and stuff like that. So that that does make a difference in terms of how things shake out. But in this case, you were just losing stuff way too fast for it to make.
And you weren't killing my stuff as fast
I do
as
feel like surrounding you and making you spread out like that was working pretty well. Because I mean, those warriors are still a mile away from me. This is completely
I did not build a list that could spread out. No. I built a list that was going to go kind of in a corner and then get a couple objectives to where I can get my.
I feel like the plan was sound, but the execution was
not without wraiths and stuff that moves quick. I mean, they do have a few units that can do it, but they're expensive. So yeah, warriors are definitely the way to run, but I don't know. If you can move out and get the primaries, you're fine. But if you can't,
that's the thing. You kind of just stretch out to get max primaries, and you don't stretch out any farther.
That's exactly right. You take half the objectives, and that's it.
Yep. Unless you have flyers and stuff. Those can fly around and do whatever you want.
Well, yeah.
But
in terms of competitiveness, though, flyers aren't they're not efficient enough to be competitive units.
I argue. I like flyers.
They're
good for engage. They're honestly most of them you don't really need to even focus in games currently.
Well, the thing is with engage for what doom sights are what 200 apiece.
Yeah.
200.
So for that 400
they didn't even
points,
get a reduction.
For that 400 points, you could have taken probably 5 or 6 units of wraiths. Maybe not even wraiths.
You could take so much.
I needed anti-tank.
And then just engage with those units.
I don't. Why would I go engage when I can go purge?
Because engage is great, I guess. I don't know.
Engage is good, but purge is also good.
Purge relies on your opponent, where engage relies on you.
Well,
which is why engage is so good.
Purge relies on you because you get to take your opponent out of those corners.
Well, I mean, you can focus on their units, right? But if they reinforce stuff, they can still dictate how you score.
I mean, engage. You still need to get a unit across, and you need a unit that can move more than 12 inches turn one to be able to get engaged.
Not in this case.
Not in this case.
This
if you can
deployment was perfect for engage.
Yeah.
Because all you had to do was move 2 inches and you had engage.
Yeah.
Turn one. So.
But once the flyers are gone, I can't get engaged. So that's why purge is better for my list because I don't want to spread out that far.
Your list in particular with the doom sights, engage wasn't a super great thing to run.
But why I like the doom sights is because it gives me a sniper unit that was able to kill characters, but it also gave me anti-tank, which my list doesn't have a lot of.
Right.
And all of the options, I mean, yes, I could run Ghost Arcs, or no, not Ghost Arc, Doomsday Arcs or the Doomstalkers, but I don't want to run those. I'd rather run the flyers.
The doom sights are the very definition of a glass cannon. Like if I brought a Leviathan or a Speeders or anything, those doom sights would rip them in half.
Mm-hmm.
They would just rip them in half.
Yeah.
I didn't give him very good targets this game, which why I wasn't too afraid of those doom sights at all.
The character.
He made it work against
the
the
only
characters.
reason you lost characters is your deployment. You didn't have models to screen them in the backside, but that's that's a minor tactical thing. You got to.
Well, yeah, you also don't expect it to kill 2 characters.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to kill the captain at least, but he rolled a whole bunch of 6s, and there was a splash from the stratagem, so it ended up killing him off. Otherwise, I'd have still had my captain.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, guys? Pretty good game overall. It was a little short-ended, but you both learned some stuff, right?
Oh, that's the most important part.
Did you learn from me playing my Silent King?
You
can win with him?
I'm not saying you can't win with him. I'm saying he's a terrible unit.
I don't think he's terrible. I would have
gladly taken a Catacomb Command Barge and a 3rd Doomsight over him.
I think there's it's funny that we can make arguments.
And I'd still have points left over.
Both directions.
Yeah.
That tells you there's at least he's a unit you can take, even if he's not a unit.
Take him. Yeah, I guess, but
Well, the thing is, I think the fact that you can even make an argument to take him is enough to say, okay, that's a unit I might use in the game, as opposed to, there's a lot of units out there nowadays where like you wouldn't even consider them.
Well, that's the thing. 8th edition, there was a lot of units you never touched. 9th edition, there's always something. Like
For most of the units, there's always something that's worth taking.
yeah, like even
That unit
Reavers.
four.
Reavers are bad, but hey, if you throw them in Space Wolves, then they get some buffs against Psychers, which if you're going against Thousand Suns a lot, might be worth it.
I was hoping to at least just slam into the Warriors and tie them up. Theoretically, I'm better in combat than you. It didn't work out that way, but
Strike 5.
All right, fellas, we're going to wrap it up here. Obviously, we thank you guys for watching the game. Do you guys want to do our little ending? I gave Kade the paper.
Ah,
Little
yes.
ending thing here. So we'll let these guys start working on that.
A little
rather than
ending
me
thing.
saying it every time.
Oh yes, make sure you thank you all for watching and subscribe, leave a like, and hit that notification button.
yes.
We appreciate it, and we'd love to see you again.
There we go. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.